with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com/local. Specific markets. Restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom. How did Jordan's interview go?
I'm not sure. Your brother isn't home yet. Oh, one sec. Someone's at the door.
Are you Mrs. Lewis?
Yes?
Mrs. Lewis, I'm Officer Taylor. Your son was in a crash and has died.
What?
He wasn't wearing his seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle.
No.
Mom, is everything okay? Mom, answer.
Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey, it's Cuz. You getting ready for that spring cleanup? The garage, the attic. Big move. Let me tell you about the perfect solution. The Bagster. The Bagster, by far the most convenient and affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster, what a product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. Holds 3,300 pounds of waste. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local hardware stores for just $29.99. Buy it, fill it, schedule your collection. Boom, it's gone. Clean it up with the Bagster. Dumpster in a bag.
When was the last time you visited the Berlin Farmers Market? May is the perfect time to get reacquainted with our 75 local businesses and restaurants, plus our great event nights like Jeep Night on May 20th and Caribbean Night on May 21st with Lay's and a beer garden sponsored by Alligators Pub. And don't miss our famous cruise night from 4 to 7 p.m. on Friday, May 27th. For hours, info, directions, and more, visit BerlinFarmersMarket.com.
Come to Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, where we're offering huge savings on all vehicles in stock. The new body style Equinox and Blazer are in stock. Or if there's a specific vehicle you want, order it from Barlow Chevrolet with no additional dealer markups. At Barlow, we strive to create simple, convenient, no-pressure buying experience for all of our customers. Plus, we're bringing it all to you with our delivery service. Barlow delivers. Find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran or at barlowchevrolet.com.
At 7-Eleven, we're so obsessed with our coffee that it's always fresh or it's free. And we have the good stuff. 100% Arabica beans, so you can 200% your day. 7-Eleven, you brew you. Terms and conditions apply. See 711.com for more details.
Neiman Marcus has the hottest men's designer sneakers in Philadelphia, and they're going fast. Pop into Neiman's King of Prussia and try on the newest kicks from Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbana, and Versace. But hurry, to be sure, you're one of the first to snag a pair.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. Home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Yo, Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to all across the Delaware Valley. Tuesday, May the 17th. And there's no basketball. series starts. And there's no
huge loss.
Sixers. None. Missed the Phillies last night. There's no Flyers, by the way, in case you're keeping track. Couple things today. One, we have to examine the big question. A lot of people reach out to me, and forgive me, I've been a little remiss. I haven't been really motivated to be on social media as much and, to talk about it. I'm still kind of bummed out. I just wanted a Sixers Celtics run, man. Like, just another 2 weeks, just a series, Sixers Celtics. Is that a lot to ask? Can a brother get Sixers Celtics, like, from, one series, Eastern Conference Finals? So, when I was a couple of people reached out, and they had the same question. And I thought, well, obviously, this is a thing. And when I thought about it, I don't really know the answer. And so I thought we should kick this around. We're talking about the continuum of the process, right? And truthfully, I think the whole thing hinges on Harden, right? Like, the whole thing is what James Harden, if he comes back and he's got something in him, all right, then they're still alive. If he doesn't, chances are, it's about the rest of the roster. And thank God for Maxey and Embiid, right? But the question that kept coming up, one after another, do you have faith in Daryl Morey to fix it? And on the surface, my answer is yes. I mean, I have faith in Daryl. I think Daryl is a smart guy. And then I started to think about it, and it's really not against Daryl, but what worries me about Daryl is his link to Harden. And can he make the right decision with the Harden contract? Now, again, if he just opts in and you get 1 year at the $47 million, then so be it. That's the contract. Or does he try to give them a longer-term deal, like a 3-year deal at a more palatable number? And then the question is, all right, what does he have, right? Like, can he build a roster and build a bench? Can he do that? And again, the title has eluded him. Here's what I know. I mean, I think the guy is I know he's a smart guy. And I think he's a smart basketball guy. So it's not like you're dealing with, a guy who's inept, right? Like a Matt Klentak, who was just inept. He was not a good general manager. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is he great? Can he unearth gems? I don't know. I looked at the bench and you looked at what he had. Now, part of it is they were so far over the cap and so heavy with their starters that it kind of ties his hands a bit. And he did draft Maxey. Now, I will say this in fairness, because I thought that was obviously a great pick. I would have taken Maxey too. Now, it had nothing to do with what he is now. It had everything to do with he's a Kentucky player. We can go back, and I think we were all in agreement after the draft. I remember it. We all loved Maxey. We loved the pick, right? We all loved Bridges too until they traded. But we loved Maxey. We thought Maxey was a very good pick. Now, I didn't expect him to be a star like he is. I thought it made a lot of sense. You get a Kentucky player who's going to grow. The kid's got skills. I'm shocked he became such a good shooter this quickly. And I knew he was quick, but I didn't think he was this quick. I mean, Tyrese Maxey is on his way to stardom. So that's a feather in his cap, although I think we all would have made that decision. Can he fix this thing? I don't know. I don't have blind faith, But again, when you have gone and endured what we have endured with this process, it's impossible to have blind faith, right? It's impossible. Listen, the hardest thing, I will not go back and do revisionist history and say that was a bad trade. I won't do it. I thought it made perfect sense, and I would have done it over again. I did. I thought it made perfect sense. And I was not a Harden fan, as you guys know. I used to call him the Hassa, more because of his numbers. But I was excited, thrilled, over the moon when they made the trade. You traded a guy who didn't want to be here, who hijacked your season, who kidnapped your season by him not playing, for a top 75 guy, a legit scorer, right? Now, I just didn't expect him not to shoot the ball. Like, it was bizarre, right? He played so well in Game 4. Spectacular in Game 4. And in Game 5 and 6, he was terrible. And worse, he kind of and this is what bothers me. And I don't know the dude, right? Like, some guys I don't know this guy. I don't know what's in his heart. I thought, this guy wants to win. He holds his breath until the Brooklyn trades him to come here. He guy wants to win. And maybe he does. But the effort in Game 5 and 6 and the energy and the focus was not there. It was alarming that it was not there. So I want to put this on the table. Do we have faith in the eel to actually build a bench, fix the thing, and keep the process going, whatever that means? Keep the chip on the table. Because, again, a lot of this to do with Harden, but there's also things that are going to be done. Like, can you move Tobias? Is that going to be something, right? Are you going to move Tobias to get another player, right? I know we talk about Beal all the time. I'm a little suspect about that. But can he build this thing and rescue it? Ultimately, when I think back to Hinkie, who I liked a lot, I go, he missed a lot. He missed a lot, in fairness, because I'm a Hinkie disciple. But if I'm to look at it objectively, because I like smart people, and I think those guys were smart, and I looked at it and I go, the Okafor thing, you should have seen. Like, knowing where the game is supposed to go, you should have known that Okafor was a 90s type of player. And I used to love to talk to Sam about European basketball. And you got to unearth a gem or two. You're traipsing all over Europe. You got to at least fall over a couple prospects that could play. And he never did. So it's kind of mixed results when you think about it. And the whole idea, look, I wanted Wiggins too. I thought Joe was going first. Joe falls in your lap, and that becomes the linchpin, right, to building the whole thing. It's a really interesting conversation as to what's next and how do you build it, and do you trust the architect? I mean, look at the Eagles right now. If we did a poll, I think more people now have trust in Howie, because I think you like where he's at. I certainly do. Good morning, Chunas.
What's going on, man? How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to be honest with you. I respect Daryl Morey. I do. And since he's been here, I've gotten a chance to speak with him. Obviously, you and I were with him following the James Harden introductory press conference, and hearing him speak, he's a very bright mind, right? He's a deep thinker, not just in life, but when it comes to the game of basketball.
You gave him the burger, the Wendy's burger.
I did, yeah. It was great. But I will tell you that before he came here, not even really knowing who Daryl Morey was, I remember paying attention to the Rockets because why weren't we, 5-10 years ago when James Harden was leading the league in scoring year after year? You paid attention because you wanted to see what James Harden could do next. And I remember them making some of these moves. And I remember them getting Russell Westbrook. And I was like, how is that going to work?
Yeah.
And then I remember them getting Chris Paul. And I was wondering, how's that going to work? Now, today's Chris Paul, alongside Devin Booker, even though they lost again in a Game 7, that may work with James Harden. But the Chris Paul of yesteryear didn't really work with James Harden. When they moved on from Clint Capella, and your starting center was P.J. Tucker, and his sub was Robert Covington, I get playing small ball, but making your 48 minutes of basketball play small ball doesn't work. And so Daryl Morey comes here, and I got fired up because he does have an incredible resume in terms of some of his acquisitions, a.k.a. James Harden. So I don't know if it's a Morey thing or if it's a Harden thing. Harden doesn't fit with Chris Paul. Harden doesn't fit with Russell Westbrook. I think Harden fits with Embiid. I do. I mean, he made Clint Capella a rich man in the NBA. But Clint Capella was a different ball player. Clint Capella was a roll-to-the-basket guy.
Yeah, that was completely different.
That was different.
Yeah.
Embiid is a guy that you run the offense through. Can James Harden play off ball, which we saw in the playoffs? He doesn't really do. Like, he looks disinterested. So I don't know if it's a Daryl Morey issue more so than a James Harden issue. But then I gave you a sheet of some of the moves that Daryl Morey made in his career. I had no idea that the Rockets drafted Dylan Brooks and traded him that night for a guy who I don't even think is in the NBA. Dylan Brooks is a hell of a basketball player that's very good as a complementary piece to Ja Morant with the Grizzlies. And you talk about unearthing players, right? So part of that job title is finding the guys in the second round or finding the guys that can add to your team. Brian Colangelo made the mistake of drafting Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot and Furkan Korkmaz both before Pascal Siakam. And he goes to the Toronto Raptors. And Colangelo was supposed to be this guy who understood players outside of the United States, and he took two guys that can't even sniff Pascal Siakam's jock. Daryl Morey, who is he unearthed? And then I looked at some of the contracts.
Well, it's funny because that's why I brought up Hickey. And they're linked in that sense. And, look, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And when he traded Dylan Brooks, it was for DeAnthony Melton, who wound up playing in the league, but he's not.
He's not Dylan Brooks.
No, he's not.
And I look at some of these other moves. I looked at the contracts. And again, you're trying to make a team around James Harden. So I totally understand what he was doing, right? Giving deals to P.J. Tucker, giving deals to Trevor Ariza, who I wanted here for a long time before, he left the league. But there's a lot of guys that I look at, Carmelo Anthony, he gave a contract to. He gave a multi-year deal to Michael Beasley, who, even before he went to Houston, was not a good ball player. And I looked at some of these contracts, and I go, wait a minute, he gave Furkan Korkmaz a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but it was making nothing. That's why. I mean,
right. But it's not just a Houston thing. Like, I look at some of the deals.
Yeah, I agree with that. But here's the thing, though. Because when we analyze it, we got to be fair about it. They didn't have a lot of money.
Okay.
And so Korkmaz was cheap. You got him for $5 million is nothing.
Yeah, but you knew he stunk.
And you needed to. Yeah, but you needed.
It's like Velasquez.
You needed to fill out the roster, right? So you needed something to fill out the roster, and he was a credible three-point shooter in that sense.
Okay.
For that money, which is nothing.
For that money, yeah.
That's the only point.
But I look at his track record. And look, he's made.
And listen, he also signed Patrick Beverley.
Yeah, he's made good moves
right?
too.
Again, I think you can look at somebody's track record, and listen, I'm looking at it right now, and you can glean a lot off. I'll give you this: what they haven't done. And this goes to the Hinkie stuff, too. And this is what I don't know. Can you create talent? Like, we talked a lot about undrafted free agents.
Yep.
And what Miami does.
8 undrafted free agents are on that team.
Can you mine, M-I-N-E, like can you mine talent like Bitcoin, right? Can you do that? Because I know he knows a lot about crypto, but can you?
How's that going?
Can you mine talent?
Yeah, I mean he has to, and that's a big part of it, especially when you're spending so much money. And I'm all for it. Like I'm not against the Sixers' plan of paying star players. Like I'm all about it. But yeah, they have to be able to find those guys, those diamonds in the rough where they add to this team. And it also goes to the coach, right? Like Doc needs to play some of these guys and develop some of these guys. Does Matisse Thybulle just straight up stink? I've never been the biggest Matisse Thybulle fan. I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Matisse Thybulle. Like, you got to go, all right, what's the plan for Matisse Thybulle? Let's go work out with Drew Hanlon.
Yes.
Tomorrow, right? And you don't have a lot of resources.
No, so he needs to get better because he's here next year.
Exactly.
You're not trading him. You're not adding him to a package because what did he show in the league? Doc even said it during the exit interview where he goes, "Yeah, he's a one-way player. One-way players are good in the regular season, but they're not in the playoffs." Like he just straight up said that. So you want to talk about any trade value? That goes out the window. People see it already.
You're not trading. First of all,
you're
not trading. There's no trade value for Matisse Thybulle. So that's not. There's no trade there. There's no value there. The only person that you wonder, and I don't know what kind of value is there, is Tobias.
Right. Now, if I were to trust anyone to make a move, it would be Daryl Morey. I mean, you look at his you look at the sheet. It's trade. Like he's like Howie when it comes to the trades. My biggest concern with Daryl Morey is a lot of his career has been made with James Harden.
I started the show with saying the same thing, that the biggest issue right now is can he look at James Harden with a critical eye?
And it didn't sound like it during the press conference on Friday. Now, he's not going to
say that.
I know he's not, but he,
You're not. Like, dude, you're not going to go in and you're not going to say anything. First of all, you're married to him next year, no matter what.
Yes. Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
So, and Harden, did you see his Instagram post?
Yeah, I saw it.
He's not the dude that's going to take criticism from the from his buddy.
No.
Lightly. Like, that's not going to go over well.
Right.
He already feels like a kind of dude that you got to work at. You got to build them up.
Yep.
You got to love on them. So, I don't know. I mean, again, this is what we got to discuss today is where we're at with it. I didn't think we'd be here. I thought Harden had a little bit more. I just don't understand his game. And I don't know that a full off season and the injury explains Game 5 and Game 6, his attitude toward the game.
Right.
Especially coming off of Game 4.
Yeah, and that's what freaks you out because if they lost the series in 7, Embiid missed the first 2 games and it was just a tough series. Miami Heat 1 seed for a reason, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. I'm still feeling good going into the next year. Let's regroup. But the fact that you lost and one of your big reasons was Harden, the guy that you traded for and is here next year, how am I supposed to feel that great going into this next season with the little resources that you have in the offseason?
Yeah. Well, we're going to figure out how to build it. At some point today, I'm going to need some therapy. And my therapy will be the Eagles schedule. Well, that would be gin. I need something more than that. That'll be the Eagles schedule, okay? Because we didn't even get a chance to celebrate it. And it's a good-looking schedule. It really is. It's a very promising schedule, Tunis.
Yes, it is. 17-0. Go Birds.
Oh, I love that. Win. W. Win. Hey, you know what's a win? Royal Building Recreation. Yeah. You know what's a win? when you create a bond with your family and friends, a memory with your family and friends. So, summertime's here just about. And imagine a little late-night pool, little shuffleboard, ping pong, foosball, skee ball, poker, darts, like 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night. Nobody has to work, and everybody's hanging out, laughing, teasing each other. Look, that's a memory. That's joy for your family and friends. That's bonds that last forever. And that's where Royal Billiard comes in. The Royal Billiard sales and service team, best in the industry. They're going to help you choose the right products for your home, install them with a smile, and you can start making memories this summer. They'll deliver to your shore house, your mountain house, whatever house you got. Visit the Royal Billiard Showroom in Hatfield, Pennsylvania, or at royalbilliard.com. Royal Billiard and Recreation, the Delaware Valley's ultimate game room store since 1982.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Player of the Week, I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Jamaica's Tourist Board. The weather right now in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com to learn more. Let's go. Well, Sixers are done. Flyers are done. The Eagles aren't ready to play yet. So what is our news? Bryce Harper won National League Player of the Week last week, the 7th time in his career. So there you go. Bryce, the league MVP from last year, is remaining hot in this season. Phillies begin a series with the San Diego Padres today. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage headquarters. At Wawa Siptopia, every sip is a quick trip to your happy place. Relax and lose yourself in a delicious smoothie or creamy milkshake. Recharge on the go with a new frozen coffee or frozen refresher. No matter what your favorite beverage is, here's your chance to indulge. So whether you like it hot, frozen, fruity, or caffeinated, Wawa Siptopia awaits. See store for details.
Everyone's been talking about the new Wawa burgers.
Oh, got some burgers! Yeah.
But ever since you showed up with the smoky barbecue bacon cheeseburger, the Chipotle charged Southwest burger, and the incredibly delicious nacho cheeseburger, no one said a word.
Oh, this is so good.
Tonight, we discover the next burger sensation. Tonight, we Wawa.
Hey, it's Cuz. I know we're bummed out when it comes to the NBA playoffs, but it continues. And so does hockey, and so does baseball. And you know what else? We got football around the corner and golf. And what you need is the BetParx app. It's the greatest. This sleek, new design BetParx app has it all. Player props, in-game stuff, you name it. Parlays, same-game parlays, futures. Like, say, I don't know, a certain football team to go over the total or a certain football team to win the division. You got to know the BetParx app. New users get a risk-free bet up to $750. Use that code FANATIC. The BetParx app, where sports and casino games and everything lives in harmony right in your pocket. You got to be 21. You got to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
76ers basketball is as hot as ever. Guarantee you're part of the action next season with a 2022-23 76ers season ticket package. On sale now. Experience membership benefits such as playoff ticket priority, invitations to exclusive events, and more when you join the 76ers season ticket member base Society 76 today. For more information, go to Sixers.com/tickets or Sixers.com Society 76. Go 76ers.
Hey guys, the John Kincaid Show is so psyched for this year's away game trip with the Birds. We're heading to Arizona in early October. Make this the year you take your first Birds road trip with us, with Philly Sports Trips, the only people we like to travel with. We're going to have a blast traveling again with hundreds of Birds fans, so join us. Go to phillysportstrips.com right now. Place a small deposit to reserve your space. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have live broadcasts, great parties, and more. Come with us with phillysportstrips.com.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works over time with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget's available in a concentrate or extreme reach hose-in. Purchase Wet and Forget in store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
You can't get much for $5 these days. Unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 Biggie Bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT. Plus 4-piece nugs, fries, and a drink. All for just $5. You got that Biggie Bag. That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're going to feel when you get that Biggie Bag at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes 4-piece nuggets, small soft drink, and small fry. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Behold, New Jersey, with the Caesars Casino app, you have dozens of your favorite slots right at your fingertips. Sign up and get your first deposit matched up to $2,000 with a bonus for slots or video poker, plus a $100 gas card using promo code Radio Casino. Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new users. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonus. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Play like a Caesar with Caesars Casino.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New Performance Pro Internet, 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Yeah, we're excited to do that. We've had very good success about, finding guys. We'll have the max resources under the CBA available to us, but a lot of it's going to be finding the right minimum guys, which I think we've had good success. And I find that to be one of the best parts of the job is, once you've got your main guys in place, which we do, finding the guys who can fit in. And, we need to do a better job, but that is the job. It's part of why I love being in basketball.
It's funny. He's so understated, It's part of the job. I like being the basketball GM. That $15 million is pretty good.
It helps too.
I like Daryl. I do. I like him. I think he can be. I think he's good. I think he's smart, and
And he loves it. I mean, the first time you ever talked to him.
What's not to love?
The first time you ever talked to him on the air, he told us how he doesn't even watch the games half the time because he gets too emotional. Like, I love that he's invested.
Yeah. Well, he should be. I mean, I don't give points for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't give points for you're invested in your job as a basketball GM.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Like, working hard. What does that mean? You're watching players. You're sifting through players. is you're flying first class to Europe to go scout.
True.
That's a hard job.
No. Sounds nice.
Yeah. No. So, but again, if you have the eye, you have a critical eye, and you're smart, and you can project players, and you know how to deal with cap and roster building and agents. Like, see, one of the things about it's different in baseball. Like, where baseball, you're so many players. You have Latin America, you have Pacific Rim, you got all over, right? The domestic baseball is still a monster domestically, and there's a lot of kids all over the country, right? So and it's harder to project baseball body type. You're talking about kids that changed at 18,
right?
Over through college.
Yeah, I mean, Mickey Moniak, when he got drafted, looked like he weighed 150 pounds when wet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and now he looks like he's building a little bit.
And it's such a bigger operation, right? You got a minor league system.
Right.
You got your big league system. You got your 40-man roster, right? Like, same thing with football, right? In football, you're drafting, you have a cap, the whole thing. Basketball, there's two things you got to do, right? You got to be savvy with agents.
Yeah.
And if you're savvy with agents, you can land players, right? They'll steer them your way. Hey, Philadelphia's a good fit. They're looking for a three-point shooter, looking for somebody that can knock them down. Listen, go do the minimum here, and we'll get you on the other end. That sort of thing.
Like Drummond. Look at Andre Drummond. He's gonna get a nice payday,
right?
After his 60 games here in Philly,
right? So you got to be able to navigate the agents, and you also got to be able to unearth some gems foreign. You have to have a critical eye. You got to come out, and whether it's foreign or whether it's undrafted guys, because of the way the league is and the way the draft is, you got to be able to hit on somebody cheap. You got to be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody knows, it's like if you can trade Tobias Harris for Bradley Beal, that doesn't make you a great GM. That's an obvious move.
Right, exactly.
Right, like you're going to do an obvious type of thing. But unearthing guys and putting the right pieces around, and understanding who they are, that's the trick of the NBA GM.
Or the 3-team trade where you get like a role player from the third team and you go, wow, that's actually going to be a very nice fit with this squad. And you have to think a little outside the box for that.
Right.
But you're right. Like just Tobias for Bradley Beal.
Well, whatever. Like, and even in 3-4-team deals, you try to, like, what are you looking at? And the agents, here's the dirty little secret. The agents are helping orchestrate those 3 and 4-team deals.
Yes, they are.
So they're all around. Like, they got their hands in the mix in a huge way in that league, more than any. So, I don't know. I do have one yo.
Oh, we got a yo?
Already, yes.
How about this?
Because we got a yo.
Congratulations to Penn Baseball, my buddy John Yurkow, the coach at Penn, who is a great baseball. They're really good baseball. They are now in position. They swept Princeton last week.
Nice.
And they play Columbia, best of 3, Saturday and Sunday at home for the right to go to the NCAA tournament.
Oh, that's awesome.
That'd be a nice deal, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Penn baseball, baby. Love it.
I do love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, John's a great coach, and he's built a great program, a lot of great people at that program. So
I do love the College Baseball World Series.
Yeah, Nebraska. It's cool, man.
That's like a,
we should do the Omaha one year.
I lock in on that. And I don't know half the guys, but they're dying for it. They're dying for the win. I absolutely love the College Baseball World Series. Great.
Yeah, I like it.
A lot of time games are on during the day.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
I agree. I like it.
Obviously, it doesn't get the hype of March Madness. I get, but
no, it is great. I enjoy it. I got a big tournament coming up this week. I'm so excited. Later on, I'll tell you about it. But it's we're going down to Ripken.
Oh, nice.
Were you ever there?
I've never played there. I've driven by it
many times, and I stopped by to look at it once, but I never played there. No, it looks
Can't
beautiful.
wait, man. I'm really looking forward to it. That's like a youth baseball mecca. What they have the replica stadiums.
Yeah,
Fenway, Citizens Bank Park.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've never seen it, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you about it later on. Let's get to the phone lines. Dustin, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Dust.
Yo, cuz.
What is it, Dust?
I was calling the old playoffs. I had to let it sink in a little bit, dude, before I called you and air my grievances.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I still think we have a chance to win the championship next year. You're going to call me a homer, but we have the best player in the league. He showed us what he can do. You put a couple shooters around this guy, that could be a dangerous team. Now, let me ask you a question, cuz.
I mean, obviously, I hope that they can do that. I'm not. I don't think you're a homer. I think they're in the mix. Like you're a couple pieces away, and Harden has to be right to be able to win.
Well, not that he necessarily has to be right, and I see what you're thinking about. One of them has to be right. I think it has to be Joel Embiid. I mean,
I'm expecting Joel to be there. I'm expecting him to be a given.
Let me ask you this, guys. What do you think about as a number 2 scorer? What if they go and make some offers and try and get a Brandon Ingram in here? You think there's any chance that New Orleans parts ways with him?
I don't.
They get him on this squad. That is.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know. You got to figure something out. You got to do something.
Yeah, but I mean,
because you know what it is, cuz, and I watched.
How would you possibly get Ingram like that? Like, there's no way in the world you get Ingram.
Yeah, but you think there's a chance that we can get a Bradley Beal? Because if you say we can get a Bradley Beal, you don't.
Well, he's different because, first of all, Beal is older than Ingram. Ingram is a build-around piece. Bill is that, they may not want to build around him. And I'm skeptical about that. I just going off the rumor that's been out there.
Well, listen to this, cuz. This is only the beginning. We got a long off season. We got the best player in the league. Hey, Tunis, play the song for me.
I would say no.
Oh.
Tunis just locked you down, man.
Come on, come on, man.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, Dust. I'm not ready for it either.
I love you, but come on, man.
I'm not ready for it.
I can't do that just yet.
He's right, Dust. All right. He's right. I can't do it.
It was Thursday. They got bounced.
No, I can't do it either. You made the right call. I can't do it.
I mean, because now, like, if I played it, like the song, like, screw the song then. Then it's like we're just playing it for anything now.
Yeah, I hear him, and he wants to get right back on the horse. That's Dustin talking about. Like, yeah, they can win a title.
All right, well, I have to watch Celtics Heat first.
Yeah, dude, I'm this close to being out.
You were out last year.
I was, but I was like this, one eye. I'm this close to the same thing, but I know it's going to draw me in.
Yeah, I mean, Tatum v. Butler.
I got to root, I got to root Jimmy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can't.
Listen.
Yeah.
I found myself in that weird way rooting for the Celtics over the Bucks because of Tatum.
Because you respect them.
And I don't know, it was just kind of liking the stories, Horford, but that quickly, I can't, there's no way in the world I could do that. That would be a violation on my part.
Yeah, because that would be like, you've always said it's Celtics or Cowboys.
Right, it's like rooting for the Cowboys. I can't root for the Cowboys.
You wouldn't do that?
No, I can't. I couldn't do that. Will, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Will.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up, Tunis?
What do you say, buddy?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a couple points if you would let me.
Sure.
I just wanted to ask one thing. Do we get that draft pick from the Nets this year, or will they ask for it this year? Or
I'm not sure. I think they have it.
Okay.
Let me look. I'll look at it, but I think it's theirs.
Yeah, okay. Right now, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I have faith in Morey, and this roster has to have a turnaround. My two untouchables right now, excluding Harden, is
it's an unprotected pick. They got it, like I said. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah. Maxey and Embiid is the only two I'm holding on to. I mean, I understand you probably wouldn't get nothing for Hart. I don't know. I don't know his availability. I know we probably have him until next season. That's my two untouchables. But we have to start drafting talent. I can give you.
You're not drafting anything. You're not, and at this stage, you're not going to get someone late in the draft that's going to help you.
Well, I mean, second round picks, you might can find if you want to buy a pick, he can probably do that. But you know
how it is. Again, how hard it is to get those guys to give you anything. You're looking at Springer, right? And Springer couldn't even play. He's so raw.
I'm going to give you two undrafted players that hopefully the Sixers will be looking at. One, he reminds me of Seth Curry, but his defense is a little better than Seth. Kellen Grady from Kentucky. He could probably go undrafted, and he is.
I don't know if he goes undrafted, but bro, you got a long way to go. You're talking about Steph Curry. Come on, Will.
I know, but I'm just saying, as far as shooting wise, he's a good shooter. He was a good shooter with Kentucky. You got to find those diamonds in the rough that goes undrafted because we need wings and we need shooters.
Yeah, you're not getting that drafting, bro. I'm sorry, Will. You're not getting that drafted. I'm telling you. You got to get, even Maury said it, you got to get veteran minimum. You got to go get those guys. This is not where kids are going to come in and somehow you're going to get lucky. Maxey was lucky in a lot of ways that you, got him that late. And you know why? Because of COVID. Because there was no tournament. Trust me, you're not drafting a championship team. Not anymore. That's not happening.
No, that's not happening. I mean, you're going to have to get a couple of guys that are, we always talk about how men are the people that win in this league unless it's like Tyrese Maxey, right? And again, like you said, it wasn't that much of a shock that you drafted a Kentucky player at pick 21. And he played as well as he did.
So here's the deal. They have to decide. The Nets have to decide by June 1st on the pick. So that's where it stands, by June 1st. You get 2 weeks.
I don't know. They know the draft board better than I do. Is there a reason to move it to next year?
I don't know.
Unless they think the Sixers do worse next year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, well, it depends on what they have to figure out their own. What are they going to do with Simmons?
Yeah,
are they really going to trade him?
He could be traded. What are they going to do with Kyrie? Kyrie has a player option, but I brought up the GM last week when he spoke. He said, we want guys that are committed to being here and playing here. That's that's a shot at Kyrie. Because Kyrie barely played this year. They could. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to move on from him, but they. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking around.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing
because the restrictions are gone, so he can play full time next year.
It's not about the restrictions as much as
right. I was about to say, but do they want to?
You're going to trust
deal with
him
that again? Because 2 years ago there was no restrictions. He just left for a birthday,
right?
For a week,
and you got to figure out what you're going to do with Simmons in that whole situation. Joe, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Joe.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Hey, cuz. Therapy, huh? Well, I was going to call you, cuz, because I could tell. Listen, man, me and you are the same. We're the same age. The Eagles won the Super Bowl on my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
I've listened to you for years. You have the same, 8 out of 10 times we agree on players and stuff, but 10 out of 10 times our sports emotions are right in tune, man.
Yeah.
I could tell you weren't angry because you were hurt.
Hurting.
Okay?
Yes.
You were hurt because your feelings were hurt. It was a mortal scar that you will bear with honor forever. That's because we're a Philadelphia fan, and it's one of the scars that you're going to have, man.
We're like Jerry Cheevers. Remember what's
yeah.
the Cheevers, the mask, the goalie mask, all the stitches.
Yeah, man. And I could hear it in you, cuz.
Yeah, I don't even. I can't wait to talk about the Eagles' schedule. To be honest with you.
Well, cuz you can't wait to talk about the Eagles' schedule, cuz. But let's talk about. Remember what you saw. Okay, you had a guy an Embiid who took a step up after the All-Star break. He was making a run for the MVP and the scoring title, and he went bananas. He took another level up. In the playoffs, there's no doubt in the world. There's no doubt in my mind that he was the best player in the world in the first 3 games of Toronto. It was a Harden could have been just exactly who he is. He didn't need to be James Harden, Houston. He was the perfect guy, distributing, and he got hurt, cuz. And that's just what happens to us. And they knew it before we did, bro. Game 4, they already knew it was a surgery thing where I think we didn't know. They already knew that the championship run was over, okay? They really...
You're talking about the thumb?
The veterans, the coach of Harden, Embiid, Harris, they all thought they had a chance to make a run, man. And after Embiid got hurt, they knew it was over, bro. And
I'll say this, Joey. I'll say this. Now, pretty close to that squad. I love that squad, right? Pretty close. Doing a, project, book project.
Ever.
I think they still thought they still thought they had a chance with the thumb. The orbital bone makes it tough, right? Because you lose 2 games because of concussion. But once you tie the series, that hurt, Joe. Like, that hurt. And here's what only thing I'm worried about is Harden. Because I agree with you. I think healthy Embiid is still a beast. I agree. I think you're right on. What about Harden? Can we count on him? That's my only question.
Okay, guys, I hopefully I have an answer for you. Okay, did we expect Maxey to be the scorer that he is? Doesn't that offset the scoring that Harden's not doing? And as far as everything else, I actually believe Harden's defense was a little. And it's not good. Trust me, I'm not saying that, but it's better than I thought it was. Okay, and Maxey made up for the scoring, and everything else James did perfect, man. If he's just that guy that he was, and Embiid is back.
He can't be the way he was in Game 5 and 6, though, Joe. Game 5 and 6, he did not play well.
Because after we went through with Simmons, with him not taking shots in the fourth quarter, I never expected that to happen.
I know.
I don't have an answer for you for that.
I know.
I don't.
I appreciate Joe. I will say this: you're a true breath of fresh air, and I completely relate to you.
Games, bro. Bro, when they won 9 games, I probably missed 2 games, okay? I probably missed 5 Sixers games in 20 years, bro. That's how nuts I am.
I love you. Joe, I love you.
You'll never be out, cuz I love you too, man. I'm telling you.
Buddy.
You were born like a couple weeks after me. You went through the same stuff I went through with this.
I hear you. Thank you, my brother. I got to move on. I feel you. I do. I love you. I love your passion. I do. But, just calling it, being honest, like Harden has to play focused and much, much better than he did in 5 and 6. He was not good. I got one open line. I don't know. What about you? Therapy. If we talk about therapy, Tunis, does the Eagles get that gives me a little pep? Does that do that for you or no?
You love the schedule a lot more than I do.
I got you. Yeah, I do love the schedule.
You do.
I'm already thinking about
with you.
Wow, man, how cool will it be when Christmas Eve and the Cowboys?
No, looking at the schedule, I go, wow, this actually works out pretty well for the Eagles.
Yeah.
There's not like a murderer's row. There's not.
No.
There's not
even 3 road games.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world.
And it's like New York, right? Like it's not like. So I looked at it. I examined it.
I'm just saying. I mean, just thinking about football takes your mind off of things. I like schedule because it forces me to just think about football.
You are in the cycle of being a Philadelphia sports fan.
I am. I am in that cycle. It's hard to shake.
Because then you'll say, wow, look at the Sixers schedule.
Well, no, Phillies. Look at it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Meineke. Get to know Meineke again. Meineke celebrates 50 years of service and trust, and now we need Meineke more than ever. Our vehicles, we need to make sure they are in tip-top shape We need to make sure that they are taken care of properly. And you could head to Meineke for 50% off brake pads and shoes. Right now, receive $10 off any full synthetic oil change. That comes with a free tire rotation. Check engine light on. Head to Meineke for a free check engine scan. Meineke does it all. Exhaust system, steering and suspension, oil changes, tires and wheels. Family vacation is going to be here sooner than you think. Head to Meineke for a free complimentary AC check and a vehicle safety inspection. Meineke, get to know for all of your auto repair needs.
Fanatic Sports Update.
NL Player of the Week. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by your local PJ Willahans. What's better than enjoying a fine craft beer and award-winning wings while sitting in the sun on the patio of your local PJs? Answer, nothing. Bryce Harper, for the 7th time in his career, was named the NL Player of the Week. The Phillies coming off of a series win against the Dodgers, and previously they beat the Mariners 2 out of 3. They now begin a series tonight with the San Diego Padres. First pitch at 6:45. Mike Clevenger gets the start for San Diego. Still TBD for the Phillies. We'll let you know as the show continues. This update is also brought to you by the Jamaica Tourist Board. The weather right now in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com to learn more. Let's go. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, it's John Kincaid for Window Nation, and I'm here to tell you about the graduation sale. Your old windows are failing. They're not making the grade. So I'm going to give you some homework. Call Window Nation today. With straight A's from the Better Business Bureau and over 1 million windows installed in over 125,000 homes, Window Nation, they're head of the class. So now, during Window Nation's graduation sale, you're going to get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy and 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 full years. No payments, only with Window Nation. It's the commencement of lower energy bills, which we all needed after this winter, with added curb appeal and improved value. This graduation season, graduate with honors and add in some savings. Get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit and 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 full years. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com. 866-90NATION or do your window shopping online at windownation.com. They're the perfect fit. Tell them John Kincaid sent you.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
At Armor Metals and Recycling, we pay top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, wire, catalytic converters, batteries, and more. Whether it's left at a job site or left at the curb, if it's metal, we'll accept it. Armor's mobile service comes to you if you have over 500 pounds of non-ferrous metal. Armor can handle your e-cycling needs too, like computers, cell phones, and more. We take it all. Located at 8300 National Highway behind Pennsauken High School and at armormetalsrecycling.com. Armor Metals, your trusted recycling partner.
The Union? Well, they're on fire. After a fantastic 2021 season and playoff run, your Philadelphia Union are out for vengeance, and they're still sitting in first place in the Eastern Conference. Get down to a Union game. Trust me, it's an awesome experience. The crowd is electric. The fans bring the action and excitement the entire game long. You're not sure what to do? Just follow along with the Sons of Ben in the River End. Philadelphia is a 5-for-5 city, and the Union are led by our guy, head coach Jim Curtin, who's Philly through and through. This Saturday, they're facing the team right behind them in the East, Inter Miami. Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. down at Subaru Park. Get your tickets today or any day at PhiladelphiaUnion.com.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors.
So you have to drive 300 miles to your cousin's wedding. Okay, so it's his fourth. But you know what they say, fourth time's the charm. Well, here's the problem. Your tires are as bald as I am. But lucky for you, eBay Motors has tires for just about every make and model. Plus wheels, lug nuts, jack stands, and more. 122 million parts. Do they have tissues? Oh, good, because I'm definitely a crier. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Hey, Dad? Cool if I change this?
They may not get each other's music, but they can both get a COVID-19 booster shot. Because the CDC recommends booster shots for people 12 years and older after completion of a primary series. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible. Sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer.
Okay, let's start unloading the sod over here.
The grass is always greener when Haruka's Lawn Care does the mowing.
And then we want to get the flower bed started before lunch.
They need a new landscaping designer to keep their budding business growing.
Oh, can we double check the incline here? This one needs to drain this way.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
At Progressive, you can get 24/7 protection, even if you break the space-time continuum.
We did it. We time traveled to yesterday.
Wait, Progressive covers us 24/7, but we just created an 8-day week, and it's 24/7 coverage, not 24/8. We gotta go back.
Are you joking right now?
Shh, I'm calling them. Hi, I have a question about time travel.
Progressive offers more than a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection, which literally means anytime. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers, and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Beasley Media's Philadelphia digital division continues to grow, and we're looking for qualified candidates. To see the full job description and qualifications for our digital sales strategist, ad operations, and digital sales coordinator positions, go to 97.5thefanatic.com/now hiring. Positions are full-time and include benefits. Please deliver your resume and cover letter to digitalphilly@bbgi.com. Beasley Media Group, LLC is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Neiman Marcus has the hottest men's designer sneakers in Philadelphia, and they're going fast. Pop into Neiman's King of Prussia and try on the newest kicks from Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, Dolce & Gabbana, and Versace. But hurry, to be sure, you're one of the first to snag a pair.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Yeah, stay right with you, son.
11 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Happy Tuesday. Beautiful day today. You know what it is about this juncture, right? Phillies are fun, right? Like, so this is the story you'll follow daily. But we now reach, like, when the title hopes are gone, dashed, flushed, right? The Flyers never had any, but you get my point. It's just like you got a whole long summer. Now, we love summer. That's great.
Yes.
But I got this little kind of depression going on that I'll get over in a couple days, but it's that long summer. Because think about it. Phillies are fun, but you don't really get, juiced until after football season.
Yeah, they're a nice companion.
Like, they're fun.
During the summer, yeah.
That's exactly what baseball is. Over the summer, especially when they're good. And I think they're going to hit. They're going to be fun. But, as far as trying to win something.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen until pennant races.
I love when I'm down the shore, right? And it's it's Friday, right? Like if I took a Friday off and the Phillies play at 7:00, 7:05, and we're just getting off the beach and we're doing everything post beach, right? You wipe everything down and you have the game on in the background. But I'm not sitting there, staring at the game as if it's a Sixers playoff game. And we're going from the high of Sixers playoffs to companion. Right? It's like, all right, it's nice. I was locked into those Dodgers games. I was, especially at
but it's
night.
like companion, right?
Yeah.
It's not like butterflies.
Now, this stretch.
There was good
stretch is a lot of fun.
By the way, it's an incredible stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching teams like, if you like baseball in general, like Philly, you watch the Dodgers for 4 games.
Right.
You're going to watch the Padres for 3 games with one of the hottest hitters in baseball, Manny Machado. Like, this is going to be a fun couple of games.
I always love baseball. Like, I was paying attention. Last night, I watched a little bit of Milwaukee, Atlanta. Peralta pitched incredible last night.
I'm shocked, honestly. I thought he was going to be like an okay pitcher. He's pretty good.
I mean, that staff is tremendous. Mm-hmm. They're all pitching well again. Woodruff is pitching well. Peralta. Yep. They're tremendous, and they can hit a little bit. I mean, he shut out the Braves.
Yeah.
That lineup is, formidable. So, a couple things. I got to ask you a question. I need another ruling.
Okay.
All right. This is the Goots ruling. All right. Saturday, Tom says, take Goots over to PetSmart to get groomed.
Did you go to the one near me?
Yes.
I was there yesterday.
Yes.
I became a rewards member yesterday.
Yes.
It's a big day.
That's the home PetSmart. So we go over there. Now, I was on the way to take Moss to baseball. We stop, drop the Goots off. All of a sudden, we go to baseball, tournament, the whole thing. Rain. Remember, it rained Saturday. Mm-hmm. Rain out. We drive back, all the way back. Her phone rings. It was like a frantic call from the PetSmart, the groomers. You got to come get your dog. Now, if I told you Gagoots, who is our sheepadoodle, he's a big boy, but he's gentle as all get out. Like, he could have a steak in his mouth, and you could take it from him. He's never once, he's got a big bark, but he's all bark, he's lovey-dovey.
Yeah. He's great with the kids.
He's the best, right? So, he was a wild animal. He was running around. We couldn't corral him. And then, he was snapping, and we were scared of him. I'm like, oh, my God. Tam's like, you got to go get him. What happened to the Goots? What happened to our Goots? So I go to the PetSmart. He looks like he's been living in a dumpster or a bagster. Right?
Okay.
They, go to shave him, and he's got, like, patches all over. Like his head, right? His whole body. Some of it's shaved, some of it's not. He looks insane, right? Insane.
Yeah.
So, whatever, I apologize. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. He's never like this. And, well, he's not welcome back. And they scolded us.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
What, they take a picture of Goots and put it on the not allowed back in this store?
Yes. He's on the most wanted list. The Goots.
Oh.
He's on the most wanted list. He's not welcome back. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, right? So, and he was freaked out, for sure. So we get him home, trying to, calm him down a little bit. He's back home. He feels better. Then we start inspecting him. And he's got nicks several places, including the Johnson.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah. Nick on the Johnson. Hey, you wonder why the dog's freaking out.
Yeah.
And he's got like 6 or 7 nicks, including the Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, I was like, oh, dude, my man, I'm sorry, buddy. what's the ruling here?
I'd call.
Would you?
Yeah, and just be like, hey, I just want to let you know, like,
And they scold him.
Well, yeah.
It's less about anything other than, you treat him like he was Dillinger.
Right.
I mean, you act like he was
He's a rabid dog.
Like he was a mass murderer.
Yeah.
And
how would you feel?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what you say to
Nick, you're Johnson or whatever. Come on now.
Yeah,
That's a violation.
I'd call and just be like, yo, listen, I just want to make this clear. I looked over the dog and, you didn't shave the right parts.
Right. You got Nick's here. And he looks insane. He looks insane.
Poor dog.
Like his hair, over here, he's got fur, like crazy fur, shaved here, body, like all over. His paws all. He looks like
I know what they're probably going to say.
He looks like a mangy.
They're going to try to defend themselves and they're going to go, oh no. He started moving around as we were doing the shaving, blah blah blah. But I would still make a point.
Yeah.
Especially if they were treating you that way.
Yeah, they were like, hey, and they wag him and not welcome back.
Because they're talking to you saying you didn't train him well or something like that. You know what I mean? Ultimately, their message is to you that you didn't do a good enough job training him. Yeah, no, I would call. 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm not like that. If something doesn't go right, I don't do Yelp reviews. But listen, I hurt my dog's pride. Yeah, the dog, I'm sure, already lost his pride.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
When he got snipped, I'm sure he already lost his pride.
You know what I mean?
So now he's the last pride he's got left.
I love my Goots.
Yeah,
man.
you got to have his back, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's a good boy.
Because he can't call himself, so you got to have your boy's back.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you.
I would make the phone call.
All right. Hey, just an FYI, you think Gooch is John Gotti? Yeah. Let's get back to the phone lines. Our man deep in the streets. Let's see how the streets are doing. Black Gritty, BG.
What up, brother? Just so you know, I'm always listening. Tell you a quick story. I was 15, riding in the car on the highway with my dad. It was late at night. This guy in a pickup truck cuts him off. My dad speeds up and cuts him back off. And then the guy's beeping the horn at him. He's got like a gun rack and like deer horns in the back of his thing. And my dad pulls up to him next to him. And he's like, pull over, like pointing the arrow, pull over. The guy pulls over. My dad pulls over. The guy gets out of his truck. My dad peels off. He's like, don't you ever get out of your car on the side of the road. He's like, obviously he's coming up. He wasn't in that much of a rush. He jumped out of his car. And mind you, the whole time I'm sitting there in the car thinking, Dad, what, are we about to fight? Like, what's going on? And my dad didn't say nothing to me. He just out there pointing, yelling, and it was just crazy, bro. Just so you know, I'm always listening.
Oh, man.
Man. But, yeah, that was I'll never forget it. I was like, Dad, we only I didn't know what was about to go on there. I mean, but my dad's a funny dude.
That's awesome.
Now back to the trenches, though. I'm like Jacques Cousteau. I'm at the bottom of the ocean, brother. We ain't no sunlight, ain't no light. I personally don't want to hear anything about James Harden's injury, James Harden possibly being something. I just look at his career. If Houston James Harden 30 for 30 came out here, we still wouldn't win because in the playoffs, what does he do? He doesn't show up. So I personally, I'm tired of hearing that part of it. What moves we got? People talk about the draft. My daughter is going to be out. She's a freshman in high school. She'll be out of college and a job for 2 years before we have another first-round draft pick, bro. Like, I mean, what is the hope that we had that this process is giving us right now? And I can do it right now because it's dark days. Today is not the day to play the song. Today is the day.
I don't feel. I'm with you, Black Gritty. I don't feel like songs. I'm a little depressed. I mean, be real with you.
I'm in the fetal position, bro, and I want you to tape your eyes open and watch these playoffs. Watch these wings. Look at somebody like Luka Doncic. I mean, Giannis lost, but I mean, look at the pain in the face when he was trying. Look at Tatum. Look at these wings out here. We need wings, okay? We need to stop a wing stop. We need wings. But where are we going to get them from? Because we can't draft. I need a hug, brother. Where are you at? I'm going to come find you. I just need to commiserate because right now is not play the song. Right now is my hope. Right now we just have to suffer and wait and see what these moves are made.
I agree.
Warrior Mafia, you better get it done. I make magic.
Got to get it done. Got to get it done. Got it.
Bro, Young Thundercat, love you, dog.
Love you too,
Black
BG.
Gritty. See you, buddy. It's 11:11. Time for some morning thoughts.
Wake up, Philadelphia!
No! God, please, no! No!
Time now for morning thoughts.
Hey, lady! Shut up! Will you just shut your trap? Shut up!
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God. Yo, cuz, what were you thinking about this morning?
I was thinking about what's on the horizon, quite frankly. And I was like, let me think about football. Right? But then I started to go, is it too soon to talk about football? Like, the first thing, again, baseball's there, the Phillies are there, and so we're excited about that. But again, we know the excitement level, so I started thinking about what the hell's next, man? It's not, we're still pre-Memorial Day, and I thought about what it was like back in the day. Back in the day when there was no Flyers and Sixers, and the Phillies weren't good, and it was just all birds.
Birds 24/7, man.
And I started to think about that again. And so then I thought about Jalen Hurts. And then I had to stop myself because I told you what I would do. Now, there are times when I can be very pragmatic and I can look at things without sans emotion. And I can look at it completely like an analyst. And there's other times when I want to believe something when it comes to Harden, right?
Right.
Or when it comes to Jalen Hurts. So he's working out with Tom House in California,
which is good.
I told you this during the run in case you missed it. I got a text from somebody who's in the know who saw him. And he went, yo, I saw your boy. And he looked really good. And that was it. I said elaborate. He's like, he looked good. It looked like he was throwing the ball well. Now, again, I don't know what that means in that setting when it's not a game, right? And so I wonder, Tunis, where do I stay? I think the MVP's silly because I know there was a run on
40-1 odds.
People bet him for the MVP, which I don't care. First of all, he's got no chance of winning the MVP. That's not about the MVP. It's about whether or not he can actually be the quarterback. That's what would excite me. Can he be the quarterback?
So I'll say this. He looked really good in all those videos that Quincy Avery posted last year, who was another good quarterback coach. He works with Deshaun Watson one-on-one, so he looked really good in those videos last year, and then we saw what he did during the regular season. But I will also say this, and nobody's ever questioned this, right? For all the times we have been critical of Jalen Hurts on this show, Jalen Hurts works his ass off. He does. That dude is a gym rat. So if there's anybody that I believe that can reshape their game, it is Jalen Hurts. I believe that dude busts his rear end and works hard, right? I really do. How many times did we hear from players, he's the first one in, last one out, all that kind of stuff. But I also can't help but think, you don't just all of a sudden develop a strong arm, right? That just doesn't happen. And you do need a strong arm in this league to win. Yes, you have the occasional Trent Dilfer Super Bowls, right? Every once in a while, you have a Brad Johnson Super Bowl. But those are more outliers. So I still have my doubts, but listen, if he can be better in the pocket, which he wasn't that great in the pocket last year, if he can throw to his left, because remember, he always had to roll right to make a throw. If he can roll to his left and make that same throw, that same 10 to 15 yard out, that's going to only make him better. It's going to make his ability to throw. The chart is going to be increased because you see the throw charts now. It's
right
sidelines mainly to the right, not deep down the field, not over the middle of the field. If he can improve in those areas, I'm not just saying 60-yard routes downfield, but also reading the defense. That playoff game against the Buccaneers, he had Quez Watkins wide open down the middle of the field, but his first reaction was to put his head down and start dancing. That kind of stuff needs to be fixed.
Right, which he can fit now again.
That can be fixed.
I do not want to. I'm not trying to talk myself into anything because I'm skeptical. But he can fix that.
Yes.
That's something he can get fixed. Like, you can fix that sort of thing. If they work on his motion and they can get his arm down a little bit, and if, he's more playing, understanding, become more comfortable, film, the league itself, how fast, I don't know. Maybe. Because if he can be the quarterback, then you could win this year. You could win the division.
Yes, you could.
Now, again, obviously they had some holes, and you need another corner, you need safety.
But you're not down 31-0 to a team that can outthrow you.
Right.
Like the Buccaneers.
Like their offense is legit, man.
Right.
I mean, when you're looking, first of all, their line is great. You look at the receiving core now, Goddard. I mean, that team's their line. That offense is potent offense, and you got some playmakers on defense now.
Well, that's the thing I was about to say. You take that Buccaneers game, right? You're down 31-0 at halftime. With the improvement on defense, it might not be 31-0. Maybe they scored 21 in the first half. That's 10 points less. That's good. And now with A.J. Brown and hopefully an improved Jalen Hurts, marginally. I'm not saying all of a sudden he's Aaron Rodgers, but a marginally improved Jalen Hurts, you're now, instead of being down 21-0, you're down 21-10. And that's a step forward in the right direction because ultimately this is a young team. I know there's some older players on this team, but Jalen Hurts, young player. Miles Sanders, still young. Your wide receiver core, still young. Your offensive line, for the most part, is young. Jason Kelce, you just drafted his replacement. Hopefully he can play near the level of him. And then defensively, you're pretty set on the line for a while. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, they're going to be gone soon. But you bring in Reddick. You draft Jordan Davis. You draft Nakobe Dean. All of a sudden, you got a decent-looking defense.
Yes.
Decent. Not good. Not elite. Decent. Better than last year, though.
I mean,
I'm excited.
It makes me go, oh, man, if he can be the quarterback, come on, man.
Well, that changes everything. You have 2 first-round picks next year that you don't have to use on a quarterback. It changes everything.
And you can win. You could win the division with the Cowboys. Look, they 2/5 of their offensive line. You lose Amari Cooper. You know, they didn't have a great offseason.
No, they really didn't. No, they didn't. I made a mistake, Ant.
What'd you do?
I downloaded it a while ago, but I have not fired it up. MLB The Show.
You did?
2022. And I made a mistake, man.
What'd you do?
I started playing it this morning. So Coop was up 5 in the morning. You know, he's ready to eat. And he slept last night. So, like, me sleeping without waking up so I slept 9 to 12. He ate. And then I went back to bed at 1. So from then 1 to 5, I slept. So I got 7 hours of sleep. So at 5 a.m. when he woke up, I was wide awake. I was like, well, what the hell am I going to do for the next, 2 hours? I played the show, and now I'm hooked. Like, that's all I'm thinking about.
Now, what did you? Were you the Phillies?
I did something different.
What'd you do?
I went with the Road to the Show, my player.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Mossie's doing that.
Cooper Salchunas is
oh, yeah?
a two-way player,
awesome.
Shortstop and pitcher, currently in the Phillies farm system.
I got Mossie's the same way.
Thank you, Shohei Ohtani, for changing the game. Because now I can do that, right?
Dude, he's outrageous.
Yeah. Dude, he's already got 100 home runs in his career.
I mean, he's unbelievable.
He's already got 100 home runs.
See, the other day, him and Trout both went yards. Yeah. Yes, Sunday.
And, by the way, he's like an ace. That's the thing that, like...
No, he's Babe Ruth.
Like, I heard about Shohei before he came into the league, right? And I'm always suspect about pitchers coming over who are really dominant in Japan or China or Tokyo. Because when they come to the big leagues, they're not as good as what they were, right? The pitchers, some of them are pretty good, but they never translate to the level they were pitching where they came from. Dude, Ohtani is a top pitcher in the league. That is what I'm most surprised about. Not even the offensive power. The fact that he can have an ERA in the 2s while also hitting 40 home runs is ridiculous.
I mean, that's insane.
And it sucks that he's on the Angels. Could you imagine if he's on the Dodgers?
Yeah, but dude,
the publicity he gets.
What's bizarre is that they have the 2 best players in the league in the game.
Yeah, they really do.
And by the way, their lineup is pretty good too. That kid Ward, who bats leadoff, is good.
Rendon needs to.
He turned out to be a dud.
Yeah, he needs to get back to where he was with the Nationals.
He was a dud. He's
Did you
been
see
a
his
dud.
home run the other day?
Yeah,
That lefty.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But they have a pretty good. But even they're Syndergaard, like they don't have good pitching.
They never do.
But how could you have Trout and Ohtani and not be like the talk of the whole thing? It's unbelievable. All right, I love that you're the pitcher shortstop.
Dude, I'm gonna. It's bad, man. That's gonna be my new 5 a.m. thing. Instead of going back to bed.
Yeah, dude, I don't blame you.
I mean, listen, it's Coop. I'm doing it for him.
Sure you are. No, well, listen, I get it. Mossy's doing that. He's got it. He's like, look, Daddy, I'm throwing 101.
That's awesome.
All right, sit tight. We're going to come right back in just a moment. Let me tell you about my guys over at Golden Nugget Jewelers, the corner of 8th and Chestnut. Are you thinking about getting an engagement ring? You ready to pop the question? Look, if that's the case, trust me. Go see your own. Go see them. Golden Nugget Jewelers, right in the heart of Jewelers Row, Center City. Because listen, they got the great selection of diamonds. They have the settings, and they have the best, all the designers. To Corey Viraggio, put something together that's going to be eye-popping. That's going to make her just drop to her feet. She's going to love it. She's going to cry. She's going to go crazy. Say yes. Go see your own. Trust me, they have good financing options. They're going to work with you. They're going to take great care of you. We just did a video down there. I had 3 guys bought engagement rings, and they went nuts. It's been great. So check it out. 8th and Chestnut, Golden Nugget Jewelers. Go to goldennuggetjewelry.com. That's where Philly gets engaged.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Phil's Padres tonight. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. Buckling up is the best way to protect yourself and your loved ones in a crash. Drive smart and buckle up. Be safe, PA. Learn more at penndot.pa.gov/safety. Paid for Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars. Phillies were off yesterday after taking 3 of 4 against the Dodgers. They now begin a 3-game series with the Padres in South Philadelphia. First pitch at 6:45. Still TBD for the starting pitcher for the Phillies. They'll go up against Mike Clevenger. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The civil authority has issued required monthly tests for the following counties or areas. New Jersey, at 10:50 a.m. on May 17th. 2022, effective until 12:50 p.m. The New Jersey Office of Emergency Management is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. Had this been an actual emergency, the attention signal you have just heard would have been followed by official information or instructions. This concludes the test of the emergency alert system.
Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage headquarters. At Wawa Siptopia, every sip is a quick trip to your happy place. Relax and lose yourself in a delicious smoothie or creamy milkshake. Recharge on the go with a new frozen coffee or frozen refresher. No matter what your favorite beverage is, here's your chance to indulge. So whether you like it hot, frozen, fruity, or caffeinated, Wawa Siptopia awaits. See store for details.
Oh, is that the new pork adobo chalupa from Wawa? I've been so curious. Is the adobo seasoning fiery or savory?
That's right.
Well, which is it?
Absolutely.
Well, it can't be fiery and savory at the same time. Can it? Okay, well, at least tell me this. Is the fire-roasted corn smoky or sweet?
Oh, totally.
So both. or neither?
Now you're getting it.
Okay, salsa verde, tangy or spicy?
Yes.
Zip or kick?
Satisfy your culinary curiosity with the new chalupas at Wawa.
It would appear that cheaters never prosper, as almost 100 new sanctions have been handed down by the Esports Integrity Commission to players who have used an infamous spectator bug while coaching professional CSGO. 3 unnamed coaches who were going to attend the Antwerp Major were suspended just days before the tournament began on May 9th. The 3 coaches who used the bug to roam the map during the match could be banned for up to 2 years.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-721-3955. 800-721-3955. 800-721-3955.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Slipping and falling due to snow, ice, a cracked sidewalk, or even a wet floor is no joke and can cause serious injury. Let Philly Slip and Fall guys get you back on your feet. Keith Koski and his team of attorneys are the Philly Slip and Fall guys and have over 30 years of experience fighting for you. They know how to get the results you deserve. Give them a call if you've had a fall. Go to PhillySlipandFallGuys.com. That's PhillySlipandFallGuys.com.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom. How did Jordan's interview go?
I'm not sure. Your brother isn't home yet. Oh, one sec. Someone's at the door.
Are you Mrs. Lewis?
Yes?
Mrs. Lewis, I'm Officer Taylor. Your son was in a crash and has died.
What?
He wasn't wearing his seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle.
No. No.
Mom, is everything okay? Mom, answer.
Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
It's John Kincaid here, and you know the only team I trust for a haircut or hot towel shave are the award-winning barbers at Sal's Barbershop. Voted the best barbershop in children's haircut 7 years in a row. Sal's got 10 locations in the Philly burbs. Experience sports talk, great service, free drinks and snacks, but most important to me, they're going to make you feel like family. So stop into one of Sal's locations or check out their 5-star reviews online. You can go book your appointment now at Sal's Barbershop's VIP.com.
Experience comfort and commitment from CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. CNC is your local and still family-owned heating and cooling company serving Montgomery and Bucks County for 50 years. Energy bills are at their highest. Call CNC today to get the top-rated energy-efficient systems to keep both your home and your bank account cool and comfortable. Upfront pricing, on-time service, and a 100% satisfaction guaranteed. That's the CNC promise. Fanatic listeners, mention this ad for 10% off your new installation. Visit cc-hvac.com.
It's a fact. Only 0.0001% of people will ever step up to the plate as a pro baseball player. For the rest of us, there's BetRivers.com Sportsbook app. Featuring same-game parlays, you can combine the excitement of different bets all from the same game. Totals? Bet 'em. Spreads? Bet 'em. Player props? It's a home run. Download the BetRivers.com Sportsbook app today. It's a whole new game.
Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high. Service is poor. And there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand. Kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's Cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5
The Fanatic.
11:30. Hanging out on a Tuesday. Tunis,
what's up?
Where you want to go? You want to go to Chicago?
I mean, I would.
My man Vince from Philly Sports Trips goes, dude, what are we doing, man? We got to talk. We got to brainstorm.
Awesome. I might be seeing Vince soon, actually.
Yeah?
'Cause he's a fellow Brigantiner.
Get out.
Yeah. He used to
Hey,
work
Brigantines
at the deli. Ernest and Sons.
No, he did not.
Yeah. That's how Vince and I first hit it off, because he's like, dude, you talk about Brigantine all the time. I used to work at Ernest and Sons. So that deli that you love, Vince used to work at.
That was you know what's funny? We just told they're half and half. You get half a hoagie, half a cheesesteak.
It's a strong move.
That's the move down the shore.
Yeah, it's a strong move.
And especially if you got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You just whack them all up.
That or the pizza delivery to the beaches. Oh, my God.
See, that was weird.
Strong.
I can't eat on the beach.
Oh, dude. When you've been boozing,
I don't want enough.
Boozing all day, and it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, the sun starting to cool down a little bit. Oh, my God, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Because now the beach is empty.
Yeah, I guess.
I love it, man.
Do you?
Yeah, we do it once a summer.
You order the pizza to the beach?
Order the pizza to the beach once a summer. It's one of my favorite days.
Really?
Yeah. You start boozing at 10.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'll be honest with you. The best time on the beach, now I'm a sun guy, so I like all day, but that 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, that's the time to start.
And so many families are back.
Couple drinks. You get a couple drinks around the beach then. I enjoy that.
And the families are back because the kids are kind of done at that point, so everybody goes back home. And now obviously that's my life now. We already had that conversation yesterday. I'm going to need advice at some point how to handle the beach trip with the baby. Because it can't be out in the heat for too long.
No.
Right.
Especially that age.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're
gonna dress him up.
We're planning shifts.
Yeah, you're not gonna. You might bring him for half hour.
Right.
But you're not
exactly.
gonna. You can't put him. And again, you'll lather him up.
Oh,
you'll get the hat. You'll have them all. No exposure to the sun.
None whatsoever. Yeah. It's gonna be a different summer. We already planned we're going to do a early morning and late night walk on the beach with him in the stroller.
Yeah,
on
late
the
night.
hard part of the sand.
Listen, that's nice.
Yeah.
You wait for the sun to
little solo
dip.
cup action. Nice.
Yeah. Now you live. Let me go to Jason, Cherry Hill. Yo, Jace.
Yo, Ann. How you doing?
What's up, my brother?
Tunis, you know what you're going to do with Coop? You're going to take him down there, and like Ann said, you're going to have no exposure to the sun. He's going to be you're going to be walking around with a tent over the top.
Oh,
of
yeah. Got to keep him protected.
You know what I mean? But, I saw the picture you put up yesterday, man. He is a stud. Just don't
So cute.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. You're not the first person that's told me not to get him into sports.
Yeah, listen, because, not
he's got to do that.
It works.
See, I disagree with you, Jace. You got to do it, brother.
I know. Listen, Ed, I'm just trying to save the kid, okay?
No, there's no saving. Listen, he's got to join the club. That's it. Like, it's just.
That's it. No, he's got to join the club.
I mean, God forbid, like, you can't not have him in the club.
All right, you talk me out of it, Ed. Okay, you talk me out of it.
I'm sure your guys are in the club.
Oh, are you kidding me? They don't
Exactly.
even know what they don't even know what life is like without it. You know
Correct.
What I mean? So, listen, I've been listening to this, and the only I've waited like a couple guys. I've waited a couple days. I hit you up on the thing. I sent you a few things so you could see that. But I'm listening to Maury. I'm listening to Doc Rivers. I'm like letting it kind of like absorb in. And what you're talking about, you've got to find somebody that's a veteran minimum, somebody that's looking to obviously put a little feather in their cap.
Yes.
But you gotta invest in some. They got 50 assistant coaches there. What do these guys do all day? Now, the guy I was going to suggest was the shooting coach is helping Grant Williams shoot the lights out right now, and other guys in the playoffs. His name's Chris Matthews, a.k.a. Lethal Shooter on Instagram. I swear to God, you, Anthony, if they hired him for Matisse Thybulle could literally shoot next year. I swear.
I love it.
Listen, you're the only person that you and, of course, Tunis, that could relate to my disappointment. They build us up every year. They knock us down. They build us up. Now, that's resiliency. That's why we're all tough. That's why we're all similar.
Yes, I mean, and this is why. Listen, this is why we. And I'm going to be.
Thank you for the therapy today, by the way.
Oh my God, we're in it together, bud.
You guys are holding me on tight, man.
We love you, Jace.
I'm like Black Gritty. I just need to get through the day because I'm looking at like the bottom of the sea. I'm like, where is the guy that's going to come help us?
Right. Right. No, I hear you, buddy.
Just got to think outside the box, Ant.
I know.
You. Have a great day. And
you too, my brother. Always great to talk to you, Jason.
I love you guys.
Love you too, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, pal. Now, listen, and this is why I've come to grips long ago that it doesn't matter. I'm always going to go nuts and blow stuff out of proportion. Because if there's a chance to have a party and have fun,
you're in.
We're going to do it.
Yeah,
because every once in a blue moon, you get 2018.
The outlier. Yeah.
You never know when 2018 comes, which is why you got to enjoy the ride. And I know it comes crashing down, and we're all miserable. I'm miserable, right? But this is what you do.
Yeah. That's why I'm all about the Tunis train, too.
Yeah.
It might fall off the tracks in September. I've seen that a couple times in the last couple of years.
In fairness, I believe in this Phillies team.
Yes.
I really do. I believe in them.
Deep lineup, man.
I think they're a good team.
And I think they're a good enough team where they're going to go, all right, let's actually acquire somebody at the trade deadline. Right? Like last year, I did like Gibson. Like I thought that was a decent move for a later piece of your rotation. But this year's different. Like this year, you might go for a number 2 guy in your rotation, or you might go for a legit bullpen arm, not Ian Kennedy, who was pitching very well in Texas.
Right.
And then gets rocked when he comes here in Philly. You're going to acquire a bat that's not Freddie Galvis.
Right.
Like, that sucked last year.
Yep. Yep.
By the way, first of all, I sent you that photo.
By the way, I was just about to. I'm looking at it.
He's perfect, isn't he?
That baby's beautiful.
But he's perfect. The second I put the Eagles shirt on him, he started crying. Makes perfect sense.
But by the way, man, that's a badass onesie.
So I want to thank my friends at Flacco Shoes and Clothing.
That's a great onesie. It's the old school, the eagle with the football and the talons.
Yeah, it's great. They gave it to me.
And the old Philadelphia font.
I shot a video there, a couple months ago, right around November or December. I forget when it was, but it was colder out. And they hooked me up with it. So thanks to Flacco Shoes and Clothing for hooking me up with that. Another thing I want to bring up. Our guy Eric Delash, you got
yeah.
So Eric, forgive me. I know you're listening, so if you could follow up, that'd be cool. I don't know if he created this or if Spot Track created it. Of course, Spot Track, they do all the contracts and stuff. But he tweets us, I've landed on the ultimate Sixers offseason via Spot Track. So I don't know if Eric put it together on Spot Track or if Spot Track themselves created it. But this is the plan for the Sixers this offseason. A 3-way trade where and all the money works. Obviously, Spot Track keeps up with all this. Tobias and Shake go to Phoenix. Korkmaz and Chris Paul go to Utah. And then
Donovan Mitchell.
The Sixers get Donovan Mitchell and Dario Saric. So Dario's back. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's a guard.
Yeah, he was in New Orleans.
And then they get Malik Monk on the vet minimum. Taurean Prince, mid-level exemption.
I like Taurean Prince.
And then I think this is Patty Mills. Yeah,
oh, my
Patty
God.
Mills.
No way.
Now, I don't see.
Stop. Don't tease me. That's not fair, Judas.
You're
teasing me.
I don't see why Patty Mills would leave Brooklyn.
No.
That's my biggest thing. I would take him in a second. I thought there was
great.
I thought there was a chance they were going to trade for him when the Harden trade happened.
Now, there is some redundancy because of Curry.
Good point. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
And is Dragic still there next year as a backup point guard?
Here's the thing, though, dude. Seriously. Donovan Mitchell.
You pull that off, that's a hell of off season.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. Donovan Mitchell, Harden, and Maxey don't fit.
Yeah.
That does not fit.
Let's see if Maxey coming off the bench.
Yeah. Listen, I do it in a second, and then Harden opts in, and then I say goodbye.
Yeah,
if I get Donovan Mitchell.
Because Eric says the starters are Harden, Maxey, Mitchell, Saric, and Bede.
First of all, Saric can't start anymore.
No.
He's done.
No, he's bench piece.
Yeah, that doesn't fit. Listen, I heard Donovan Mitchell once before, but I love it, Eric. I love it because I love to get Donovan Mitchell. First of all, but I thought Gobert was going to go, not Donovan Mitchell. They got to split those two up.
Yeah, and Gobert, I remember from like a month or two ago, there was already talks that he could go to Golden State, and that would be scary. But then do you do Gobert and Draymond on the same team? I don't know if you do. I don't know how that works. And Draymond's a staple out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how they could, A, make that work, or B.
I would love Donovan Mitchell, but I just don't see how that. So give it to you one more time. Tobias, Shake Milton.
They go to Phoenix.
Right.
Korkmaz and Chris Paul go to Utah. And then Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Saric, and Mitchell here.
Why would Utah do that? That's a horrible trade for Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make no sense.
And why would Phoenix want Tobias Harris? They got 1 million of those guys.
Unless he's the replacement of what they thought Saric would have given them had he not gotten hurt.
Saric don't even play. I love Dario, but he was hurt the whole year. He don't even play.
Right.
They got enough. They have a lot of like those 3-4 guys.
Well, this is because
those 3 and 4 types.
I'm guessing this is a spot track thing, and of course, obviously, you can always do that, the ESPN trade machine, and make the money work. So I'm sure Spot Track was able to make the money work. Unless Phoenix is just done with Chris Paul. Like you said, why would Utah take him on? Unless they want to go Chris Paul and Rudy Gobert together. Well, or maybe Utah looks at it and goes, hey, we got to try to get something out of this.
I don't get it.
Donovan Mitchell's forcing his way out, just like James Harden was forcing his way out of Brooklyn. Now, of course, everybody thought Ben Simmons would eventually play. Brooklyn goes, all right, we got to get something out of this.
Yeah, but why are we sure Donovan Mitchell's forcing his way out, or he just wants to get away from Gobert so they can move Gobert?
It could be either or. I mean, I remember after they lost, he put out something on social media saying it's the same thing every year. You know, he might just be tired of it.
All right, listen.
How funny would that be, though? He comes here. Remember the whole Rookie of the Year nonsense?
Oh, my God, yeah.
It would be.
That would be the way the process would go.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exactly how the process would go. Donovan Mitchell, who we were like, Ben.
Yeah, screw you, Donovan Mitchell.
He comes here and we love
He wore the rookie sweatshirt that defined a rookie.
Yes. We would love him now.
Yeah. Oh, my God, Arby.
Like in a second.
Yeah, Donovan, you should have won Rookie of the Year. You're right.
So let me ask you, you can't move Harden, so it's moot. And he's not going to trade Harden.
No, he's staying.
Can't move him. So.
No, he's staying for at least another year.
But that's why that trade makes no sense. And from none of the teams make sense.
It does make sense for the Sixers if Harden plays like a Conley role.
Listen, it only makes sense for the Sixers because you're getting Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
And you can move on from Harden after next year.
Right.
Which you would do. And you would have Maxey and Mitchell and Joe. That's a three-piece. That's a three-piece meal right there.
Sounds good to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But you can't. What does that do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's good for me.
Like these other teams, that makes no sense. Why would Phoenix? Phoenix already has guys like that. Let's go. Where are we at? Ma, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Ma.
You.
What's up, brother?
What's up, cuz?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I wanted to talk about the whole Sixer situation, man. I think we just suffer from a little instant gratification. You know what I mean? I think if you give him some time, I think things will work out. I don't think Doc had a game plan really for Harden coming there. You know, that's a tough thing to deal with.
So I don't know if it's instant gratification. I hear what you're trying to say, Ma. The only thing is, I just don't know. Like what we saw from Harden, you make sense of this. Okay. You know, Game 4, he was phenomenal, right? He looked great. He had jump in the legs. He looked great. Looked like, terrific player. Game 5 and 6, he was horrendous. And, bad entry passes, disinterested, yin-yang in the clock. I don't know, like 2 shots in the second half, like we said. I don't think that's Doc as much as it's Harden. Like, what do you think that was about?
Honestly, man, I played basketball growing up, man. I played all over the city, and no matter what was wrong with me, there never was a time that I didn't go out there and give whatever else I had.
I know you did. I know you didn't only take 2 shots in the second half.
Oh no, I'm taking 1,000,000 shots. But you got to think.
I bet you were busting it with side eye.
Yeah, man. I used to be good. But you got to think about it. If the superstar on national TV and he only taking 2 shots, that means that, to me, I feel like he already got the word that we taking this season off and we're going to try again.
Well, you're going to try again. I mean, right?
Obviously you're going to try again, but I'm just saying, like, I think they already knew, like, this season was kaput, so they just was like, you know what?
But it's not kaput when it's 2-2, right? Like, it's 2-2. What kaput?
That injury, man. Did you see when Embiid jumped out of bounds and he saved the ball and he grabbed his lower back afterwards?
Yes.
And after that, he was walking up and down the court after that. He just had the energy to jump out of bounds, but after that, he was walking up and down the court. It was done.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I saw it, but I don't know. No, I don't have to look at that. I've saw it 100 times. I don't think that's an excuse. But whatever.
It's not an excuse. It's just reality. You know, like.
I don't even think it's reality. I mean, he was fine. Listen, Joe was through it, right? Like, we know the thumb, the orbital bone. He's wearing a mask. You're beat up. But again, in Game 6, I mean, he spent more time on the floor than a mouse, right? Like that was. And we had a quick one, buddy. Sorry, Mont. But I can't. I mean, he was like the broom on the floor, sweeping up. Like he was on the floor constantly. I mean, he didn't shortchange it.
No,
I think it was Harden. I mean, that's why I keep going back to Harden. Like, I don't know what happened to him Game 5 and Game 6. They didn't just know. Like, you don't just go out and quit. We're not going to win. You're right there.
Speaking of Embiid and Harden, and we've talked about a Bradley Beal.
I've heard a pretty big rumor, bro.
Bill Simmons, who I don't like, neither do you, neither do really any Philadelphians. He has something to say about Bradley Beal and the Sixers.
Oh, really?
I'll give it to you on the other side.
Okay, look forward to it.
Not the biggest Bill Simmons fan, but hey, I'll listen to him.
All right. You can listen to him.
He had good intel.
Yeah? All right. Well, listen, I'm interested. All right, got first time all day. Got some open lines. You want to grab them. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis hanging. Trying to get through it all, brothers, sisters. Let's talk a little Bet Parks, shall we? The Bet Parks app. Tremendous, this Bet Parks app. Yes, it is. Here you go. Tuesday, Game 1 of Eastern Conference Finals. Heat, 1.5-point favorite over the Seas. Go Heat. That's right. In fact, how about this? The Bet Parks odds boost promotion for Hoop. It starts again tonight. Bet that one player will score over 30 in Game 1 tonight. You get odds of plus 100. That's even money. Now, you know Tatum's going to score 30 or Jimmy scores 30. Go to the app or betparks.com for this odds boost. You get one guy, you get a choice to score 30. Even money. Simple. You bet that one player will score over 30 points in Game 1 tonight, and you get odds of plus 100. Again, that's even money. You don't even need to pick the player or the team or the number of points. The bet is one player will score over 30 tonight, and your odds are plus 100, which is even money. How about it? Website has terms and conditions. Restrictions apply. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Player of the Week, I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Spring Garden Lending. Real estate developer, Spring Garden Lending specializes in bridge and permanent loans to acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Spring Garden Lending, faster than the bank, less expensive than hard money lenders. The Phillies are about to begin a 3-game series with the San Diego Padres. They were off yesterday after taking 3 of 4 in L.A. against the Dodgers. Before that, they took 2 of 3 against the Mariners, so they look to win their 3rd straight series. First pitch in South Philadelphia is at 6:45. Bryce Harper was named the National League and not MVP, that was last year, Player of the Week. That's the 7th time he earned that honor in his career. This update is also brought to you by the Jamaica Tourist Board. The weather right now in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com to learn more. Let's go. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1979. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1979. That's 800-777-1979. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security together for just $39.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile. That's savings of $40 a month for a year. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Offer ends 5/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Call or go online for details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. With gas prices at all-time highs, now's the time to donate.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With your donation, you'll receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher. So donate today at carsforkids.org.
It's one thing to build a truck. It's another to build a legacy. The Ford F-150. The only truck with an available class-exclusive Pro Power onboard generator. The only one with an available work surface in the front and the back. And the only one that is part of the F-Series lineup that has been the best-selling pickup for 45 straight years. Now, you can get special incentives when you build to order a new F-150. Inventory is arriving daily, so hurry in for best selection. Get to your local Ford store today.
Hey guys, the John Kincaid Show is so psyched for this year's away game trip with the Birds. We're heading to Arizona in early October. Make this the year you take your first Birds road trip with us, with Philly Sports Trips, the only people we like to travel with. We're going to have a blast traveling again with hundreds of Birds fans, so join us. Go to phillysportstrips.com right now. Place a small deposit to reserve your space. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have live broadcasts, great parties, and more. Come with us with phillysportstrips.com.
O'Reilly. If your vehicle squeals or grinds when you slow down or just isn't stopping like it used to, you may need new brake rotors and pads. Now through May 24th at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore safe braking and save money now at O'Reilly Auto Parts or order online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a good deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process is similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit CSLPlasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
Agreeing on where to spend your hard-earned money is tough. At 7-Eleven, we make it easy. Any iced coffee is now just $1. Now that's a bill we can all agree on. 7-Eleven, you brew you. Terms and conditions apply. See 711.com for more details.
Fidelity Investments is hiring Series 7 professionals near you. Trade up to a company with the growth opportunities and innovative technology you'd expect from a large financial firm. See you in 2 weeks. Visit branches.fidelitycareers.com. Fidelity Investments is an equal opportunity employer.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hello. It's 12 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Happy noontime. So, I mean, we keep no secrets here, right, Tunis?
Yeah. Well, where are we going here?
Well, I was going to tell the story of because right now I'm like trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, okay.
So it's listen. We talk about our lives because it affects you guys. You guys can relate. Like we tell stories. The stories that we tell are just so that you guys go through the same stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of what it's about. It's why I tell you about the Goots, my dog, and the PetSmart, Nicholas Johnson, when he was getting groomed.
That can happen to anybody.
Like now they make him like the bad guy, like he's Tony Montana.
Right. I remember
say hello to the bad dog.
I remember meeting somebody once. I was at an event and I was having a beer with someone, and the guy goes, "Oh wow, you're like a regular dude." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I'm not. Just because I talk behind a microphone doesn't make me anyone.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, I go through the same hardships as everybody else.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So I get a call. I get a text. So last night, Massimo wasn't feeling well. I think I know I told you this morning.
Yeah.
So Mossy wasn't feeling well, little boy. I feel horrible because he wouldn't feel good, and he's like he's such a little snuggler. Like he'll come over, Daddy, snuggles with me, snuggles with my wife, So Tam takes him to the doctor today. He's got COVID. She just texted me.
That sucks.
Sucks because now the poor kid, he was crying because I was just talking about Ripken.
Oh.
He's going to miss Ripken.
No, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I feel horrible for the kid.
Push the tournament.
I feel terrible for him.
Tell the league to push it.
I feel horrible.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor kid, little guy.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I know. Tam told me he was crying.
I would be too.
I know. Poor little guy. I felt so bad.
Missing things. And when you're sick.
Yeah, when you're 9, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I remember.
And listen, he had fever and he was throwing up.
Yeah, you and I were talking about this. Throwing up, like when it's not because you were doing something stupid,
right?
I.e., drinking too much. It's like, I didn't even do anything wrong.
I know.
I'm sitting here puking. Like, that's the worst, man.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm puking here.
Yeah. So I don't know what all I know is you better just burn everything in here when I leave.
Yeah. For 5 days. Put you in a suit.
I'm going to take this mic guard or whatever it is. And I'll throw it out.
Yeah, I left mine in there and somebody used it. That's why I'm windscreenless here.
Yeah, I get you. So I don't even know. I was supposed to go to I got an appointment with the Spine Institute. But you're going to cancel that, right?
I mean, listen, I'm not a.
I go to you for all my. Listen,
all I know
is Christy, being a nurse, I go to you with all my questions.
Well, not just Christy. I went through what you're going through a few weeks ago. Remember, I think I told it on. I did. Like, I didn't go to the NICU for 4 days because I was exposed here. But I know the rule, at least here. I don't know what it is state-wise, but the rule here is if you're exposed to COVID, you're allowed to come back to work unless you start feeling symptoms, which I still think is wrong because if you're asymptomatic, blah. But unless you're feeling symptoms, but you have to wear a mask up until the 5-day mark. And even if you don't feel symptoms for 5 days, you still have to get tested after 5 days because of the incubation.
Right.
That's because I just went through it a few weeks ago when there was a couple of cases here. I didn't miss a day of work. I just didn't want to go to the NICU.
Luckily, I wasn't really with you today. Like I didn't. Yeah. I usually give you a hug or whatever, but I didn't. I didn't do that today.
No.
So that's good.
That's good. You want this Bill Simmons thing?
Yeah, please.
So it's about Bradley Beal.
I've heard a pretty big rumor, bro.
Just an excuse to play that. So apparently, I missed this. So this was back in March. He was on the Zach Lowe podcast. And remember, Zach Lowe's been one of these Tobias Harris, Bradley Beal guys, too. That's like where a lot of it started, was the Zach Lowe podcast. So here's what Bill Simmons said back in March. This is what I've heard, and I've had pretty good intel throughout this whole thing. This is what I was hearing in the moment. This was before the trade deadline, but he's talking after the trade deadline. That Embiid really wanted Bradley Beal and was pushing really hard for it and was talking to him all of the time and was pushing. And part of the reason the trade stuff took so long was because there was the Sixers side that wanted Harden. Obviously, Daryl Morey, because Harden is his guy. But Embiid really wanted Beal because he felt like he was a better fit and was pushing. But then Beal gets hurt. Embiid was still pushing. No. Beal, still working on him. But Beal said he was done, he's out, and he gets surgery, and that's how they end up with Harden. So apparently from the beginning, Embiid wanted...
Wow! I believe that.
Now, recently, on his own podcast, he says that if he could make a bet, like if it was offered on any of the sites, he would put money down on a sign and trade where the Sixers get Bradley Beal.
Really?
He just said that, I think that was today or yesterday.
Wow.
So the thing that I read to you happened back in March. Post-trade deadline, apparently Embiid was really pushing for Beal, the Sixers, and by Sixers, Daryl Morey, wanted James Harden. Beal gets hurt, so they obviously aren't going to trade for him, even though Embiid still wanted him.
So Joe still wanted...
Beal, even with the injury, hey, we'll have him next year. Like one of those kind of deals.
Wow. That's a big deal.
And so Bill Simmons believes that, well, he says he would put money down on these Sixers trying to acquire Bradley Beal in a sign and trade.
Yeah, but again, they still have to be able to do that. Like, just because they want him and he may want to go here, if you're Washington...
Well, then it comes back to the agent thing that we talk about, that you talked about earlier this show.
Yeah.
Agents can make things happen. Maybe it is a 3-team deal where Washington gets somebody.
You know what's amazing? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have had Beal? You'd rather have had Beal, right? Know what you know now? To go with Maxey and Beal?
Knowing what I know now, yes. I would be lying to you. I did want Harden because I did not like the wishy-washy of Beal. He didn't know where he wanted to be. And I'm
trying to remember where we were on that.
I was Harden. I won't lie. I was James Harden since he was with Houston. I was ready to trade Maxey, Thibault, Ben Simmons, and picks. I was ready for that 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was not, if you remember.
Yeah, you were Mr. Haase. I still remember the day the trade happened, Tyrese Maxey was on with Mike. And I remember driving in the car, listening to Tyrese.
I remember it, yeah.
And he sounded like, I was like, oh, man, that's going to suck trading him because he sounds like such a nice kid.
Thank God.
And then they didn't trade him.
Thank God.
And it wasn't because the Sixers had second thoughts. It was because Houston, out of spite, didn't want to deal with Daryl Morey.
Thank God.
So we have to thank the spiteful ownership of Houston.
Dude, let me tell you this. Think about this for a second. If he had traded Maxey,
you're done.
It would have been storm the castle.
You're still a playoff team, but you don't have a future after Harden's done. Because there's nothing that leads me to expect that Harden wouldn't have been, the player that we saw in the playoffs 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would have played differently for Philly as opposed to Brooklyn for a year and a half.
Right.
But yeah, something to keep an eye on.
Wow.
Bill Simmons still thinks Beal's a possibility. So then it'd be Harden, Beal, Maxey off the bench. Tobias would have to be in the move.
Listen, then you could move on from Harden after the year.
Yeah, and then it's Maxey, Beal, and Embiid as your big three. unless Harden does that 3-year, $20-some million deal that's been talked about, which that would be awesome, right? And you just go, hey, you're point guard, Harden.
Right.
He would have to know that, though.
I mean, listen, he wants to win a championship, you do it.
It's nice that he says that.
No, I don't
and
know.
Then you see
Again,
like I don't know. He doesn't.
Like I don't know his money situation. If you would do that, you would give up.
I know.
Hey, you get $47 million this year, and you're going to sign somewhere. You're not going to retire. So you're talking about leaving a lot of money on the table.
Yeah, but is he going to get? Is there a lot of money on the table?
Somebody give him money.
Max contract?
I don't know, but this year alone, you get 47.
Yeah. He plays.
So you said 3 for 85, which has been a number that's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's going to get more than $38 million on the next contract.
If he can get more, then hey, so be it.
He'll get more than $38 million over. So somehow sign him to a 3-year, 4-year deal. You know, worth $80 million then, and you just pocketed 47. I don't know if he does it. That'd be great.
Yeah, because now you go, Maxey eventually gets the max deal if he continues to progress.
Well, I mean, you could go. I mean, listen, today's NBA. You could just go. You have Beal plays the wing. You're playing 3 guards anyway.
Right, that's true.
So you don't have to move. I wouldn't even listen. At some point, we talked about him off the bench, Maxey, anyway. But even now, I mean, that would be explosive. Then you need 4. Yeah. You would need a legitimate 4 who could D up, board, and help Joe.
There was I think it was Marcus Morris. Liked the tweet that was.
I like Marcus Morris.
The Sixers need to add.
And by the way, he would be I love Marcus Morris.
Yeah, I've been wanting to.
And you know what? I know we talk about.
For like
I know
10
Marcus,
years.
But Marcus could also hit a 3.
Yes.
I would love Marcus Morris.
Yeah, he liked a tweet from 3 days ago.
I would love that.
After losing to the Heat, Joel Embiid stated that the Philadelphia 76ers needed a tough guy like P.J. Tucker. Noted Eagles fan Marcus Morris fits the bill. That's from a blog called Section 215, and he liked the tweet.
All right, let's go to Aaron. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Aaron.
Oh, what's going on?
What's up, man? What do you think it is?
Nah, man, let me first say, man, prayers to little Marcio, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate my little boy.
Man, yeah, man, that was heartbreaking. I almost had me crying on the phone.
I know, my little boy.
Coming up next, I feel like the kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids, man. Maury is the key. He's the key. And you already said it. I mean, you're talking and you're saying it, that he loves Harden so much. And we're starting to fall in love. We're starting to fall out of love with Harden. Right? We're starting what did you do in the 5 and 6? So is he going to hurt Harden's feelings, or he's going to run things through Harden to get players? I don't even know what's going on now. Because if Embiid wanted somebody, why didn't they get the Embiid person that they wanted? So it's kind of strange, man. I'm not having faith in Morey like I did before. I don't know what's going on. Help me out, Ann.
Here's the thing. I mean, I got faith in the guy. Here's why. I mean, the guy's smart, right? The guy knows basketball. You don't have to be, some physicist to figure out, how to navigate, right? Like, we're just talking about it here. If you could somehow, get Beal involved, you guys just make deals, man. Like, Moore's been around. He knows how to make deals. And, I got all the faith in the world that he can get it done.
Okay, so I hope so. Because we need somebody explosive.
Here's the thing. You're slow. Like, he's not a great athlete, but what we have in Beal is you got a great shooter
and he can get his own shot.
Well, you got a great shooter, right? You have it's great spacer right there. No, and you got Maxey. Like, I mean, obviously, if you could somehow get Beal, I mean, my God, Beal could flat out score. I mean, it would be incredible.
So can Mitchell could flat out score. So I want something to happen. I don't know what. I just want something to happen in that type of rank. And let me ask you a question, man, because I'm not a movie man like you.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Ozark?
Yes.
The Ozarks?
Yes.
I just binge watched that.
It's a good show,
I
isn't it?
loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, man.
It's a good show.
That was a good flick. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it really is. It's really good.
Yeah.
You should watch, if you're in the mid, are you done? You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a good show. You should watch
So
Peaky
what else you got?
Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, watch
Okay,
that
where can
one.
I find that at?
Where's that? Is that Netflix or HBO? One or the other. I think it's Netflix.
Okay. All right, but I'm not saying I'm nervous, but I'm the heart and their love for each other is kind of scary. You know what I mean? It's just like you gonna do bets for the team, or you gonna make sure he's all right?
No, I hear you. No, listen. I mean, I get it. I mean, and you're right to feel that way, Aaron. You are. Like, you're right to feel that. He's got a weird loyalty to Harden. I mean, it is interesting. So you would have definitely taken Harden over Beal.
Yeah, I won't lie.
Because I was Lillard. If I remember, I don't know.
Dame.
I was Dame.
Yeah, and I love Bradley Beal, and I remember saying I would love him on my team.
I think I was Dame,
but
Beal,
I hated the wishy-washy of I want to be here.
Beard.
I don't want to be here. I want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
It changed nonstop. I
just wanted one of the three. I mean, keep it at 100. I was one of the three. That's all I wanted. One of those three.
I think we did rankings. I remember Tyrone was in here. We did rankings. I went Harden, Beal, Lillard.
What did I do? I remember it, but I think I went Lillard.
I'm pretty sure you went Lillard, Beal, Harden.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
And the Harden thing was the true point, true point guard, all that kind of stuff. Not that Lillard isn't a point guard, but I felt like the Harden true point. I thought he was going to be more of a point guard, and he just wasn't.
Yeah, but you needed him
to also score, but he didn't in the playoffs. He did nothing.
I know. Hey,
that's what sucks. He did nothing.
He had a great Game 4. It was that game. Was that fool's gold?
Yes. Well, maybe not fool's gold. Like, I think he could still do it every once in a while, but he probably can't do it multiple nights.
That game that what got me was they can win. Watching him play like that, I was like, they can win. They can win the series. If you asked me at that point, I think they're winning the series.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to win 4 in a row. And then they come out inexplicably just
like doo-doo.
Yes.
But then I also said, okay, that's the bad loss. Every series, a team has a very bad loss like that. Right? You saw it in the Phoenix and Dallas game. It just happened to be Game 7 for Phoenix. So I thought, all right, that's the bad loss. They're going to regroup at home and win Game 6. And then giddy up. Let's go Game 7.
Giddy up.
And see what happens.
Yeah, I thought that too.
They had no giddy up.
I thought they were going to win too. I thought it was Game 7. And then, see what happens.
By the way, I'm not the
Beal thing is so interesting.
So let me add to that Beal thing. SLR on YouTube mentions a name. He mentioned a couple of players that could fit that stretch 4 role. He mentions a John Collins. But one name that makes sense, I'm not the biggest fan, but he is on the Wizards, and maybe he's acquired via a trade, is Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, I love Kuzma.
He could fit as that stretch 4.
Yeah, but who you got to trade?
Well, it would be a 3-team. I mean, you'd have to make something work.
How are you going to get Beal and Kuzma?
Kuzma's final year of his deal, so you can make it work out, something like that.
Kuzma would be a great fit.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
He would be a perfect. There's no way in the world. How are you going to get Beal and Kuzma?
Yeah, because now
you're over the cap.
Potentially moving Maxey and
no, I'm not doing that.
No, of course not.
Nope. I'm not moving Maxey. I'm not. I'd sign and trade Harden before I do that.
I think everybody would.
Well, would you sign and trade Harden if you can get Beal and Kuzma?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have my 3 in Maxey, Beal, and Embiid.
Right. And Kuzma's a perfect fit.
Yeah. I don't even have to think twice about that one.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yep.
There's clubs in D.C.
Yep. All right. Lots to do. Cuz Radio, Chunas, right here, 97.5 The Fanatic.
And this is Andrew Sal Chunas. If you need a new roof, you got to call one place. That's New Look Home Design. They have a team of people who will help you through the process and make shopping for a new roof easy. I had the pleasure of meeting the owner, Patrick Fingles, and he told me all about how easy it is. Their team, it is 100% professional, and they offer everything to give you peace of mind. Totally opposite of what you might expect from smaller contractors. This is what New Look Home Design offers you, okay? Same day, virtual, and in-person estimates. You give them a call, they'll be out there. And there's no obligation to buy. So when they come out there and they give you all the prices, they tell you exactly what's going to be going on. You want to think a little bit. They're not going to be pestering you to buy right there. They will give you line-by-line pricing like I just mentioned, so there's no hidden fees, and they'll also give you a 3D rendering of what your new roof would look like, so there's no surprises. All this happens in the same day, and in my opinion, best of all, they offer a solid warranty. So if you need a new roof, call New Look Home Design. Now through May 31st, when you buy a new roof, you pay half later and the other half never. Save 50% on roofing materials and qualify for interest-free financing. Call them today, 800-279-5300. Again, that's 800-279-5300, or you can visit them online at newlookhomedesign.com. That's newlookhomedesign.com. Tell them Andrew sent you.
Fanatic Sports Update.
3 games for the Padres. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. The Phillies were off yesterday after taking 3 of 4 against the Dodgers, their second straight series win after they took 2 of 3 against the Mariners last week. They now begin a 3-game series with the Padres tonight. Still no word on who will be starting for the Phillies on the mound. They will be going up against Mike Clevenger. Bryce Harper was named the National League Player of the Week. That's the 7th time he's earned that honor in his career. This update is also brought to you by Bally's Atlantic City. Experience Bally's Atlantic City's brand new Carousel Bar, the only 360-degree rotating bar in New Jersey. Visit Bally'sAC.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, it's John Kincaid for Window Nation, and I'm here to tell you about the graduation sale. Your old windows are failing. They're not making the grade. So I'm going to give you some homework. Call Window Nation today. With straight A's from the Better Business Bureau and over 1 million windows installed in over 125,000 homes, Window Nation, they're head of the class. So now, during Window Nation's graduation sale, you're going to get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. And 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 full years. No payments, only with Window Nation. It's the commencement of lower energy bills, which we all needed after this winter, with added curb appeal and improved value. This graduation season, graduate with honors and add in some savings. Get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit and 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 full years. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com. 866-90NATION or do your window shopping online at windownation.com. They're the perfect fit. Tell them John Kincaid sent you.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Jenners, and I am a graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I've been living my dream in radio, production, and sports broadcasting for 20 years now, thanks to CSB with the nation's most successful sports broadcasting program. We're talking sports talk, play-by-play, color commentary, get trained and get coached by the pros in just 8 to 16 weeks with a campus nearby in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. CSB Media Arts Center. Visit gocsb.com.
Connecticut School of Broadcasting is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I'm Taylor Morgan, a proud CSB grad. The instruction from true media pros and the connections that I made spawned a career that's lasted more than 30 years. What you can learn in just 2 to 4 months at CSB Media Arts Center can set you on a whole new path. Train on site or online with classes in radio, TV, podcasting, video, all that is media. There's a campus in nearby Cherry Hill. Get your start. Visit gocsb.com.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When was the last time you visited the Berlin Farmers Market? May is the perfect time to get reacquainted with our 75 local businesses and restaurants, plus our great event nights like Jeep Night on May 20th and Caribbean Night on May 21st with Lay's and a beer garden sponsored by Alligators Pub. And don't miss our famous cruise night from 4 to 7 p.m. on Friday, May 27th. For hours, info, directions, and more, visit BerlinFarmersMarket.com.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works over time with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget's available in a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
Where next?
you earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you have to drive 300 miles to your cousin's wedding. Okay, so it's his fourth. But you know what they say, fourth time's the charm. Well, here's the problem. Your tires are as bald as I am. But lucky for you, eBay Motors has tires for just about every make and model. Plus wheels, lug nuts, jack stands, and more. 122 million parts. Do they have tissues? Oh, good, because I'm definitely a crier. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish
is pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Tis catering season. Whatever the reason, make it Primo. No matter what you have planned, serve in style with Primo Hoagies. Made only with the highest quality meats and cheeses on our award-winning seated roll. Stop in one of over 90 locations or order online at PrimoHoagies.com. Remember, not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Go Yard all summer long with my favorite promo. $5 Dinger Tuesdays on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. This season, all customers will get $5 for every home run hit by both teams when you place a $25 to hit a home run wager on Tuesday MLB games. The best part about Dinger Tuesdays is even if your bet loses, you'll get paid $5 for every home run hit in the game. So if you put $25 down on Kyle Schwarber tonight, right, you're going to get a nice payout because home runs are always plus money. But if he doesn't go yard, but you still have Castellanos go yard, or maybe Real Muto goes yard, every home run hit by the Phils and the San Diego squad, you get another $5. So what are you waiting for? Pick your home run hitter and turn big swings into big wins. There is no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Head over to your FanDuel account or download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up using promo code FANATIC. That is promo code FANATIC. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. Bonus issues knowledgeable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $25. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Here's some water.
$12.30 across the Delaware Valley. Portazingus. Beal. Dude, Beal.
I've heard a pretty big rumor, bro.
Oh, my God. This thing's torture. They got to freaking win. They're going to torture us forever. You know that?
Yeah.
They're going to torture us forever.
Yeah.
They'll get Beal, and then, then we'll be like, play the song!
But it's not just the Sixers, man. All these teams torture us.
Torturous. We got Harper. Think about this. Look at that lineup they have.
Yes. And they're
Harper,
a game under 500.
Right?
It's early,
Exactly. But that's your point, which is look at the money. Hey, the one thing I could never say about any of these teams.
Yep.
All right? All of them, they spend.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
The Sixers are well over. People go, Josh Harris spends. That ownership group spends. They want to win.
Yep.
I know they want to win, those guys. I know they want to win. All of them.
Eagles are always at the cap.
They want to win. They'll spend all the money. They have all the whatever sports science, you name it, they'll invest in it.
Howard doesn't sleep for a month to try to rework deals.
Then you got right, and look, Middleton, he went in when they get Castellanos and Schwarber.
Whenever the luxury tax.
What do you like? You can't ask for anything more.
The term "stupid money," I think we all thought was they're going to spend a lot of money. No, the stupid money ultimately ended up being they spent dumb money on some dumb contracts, and of course, a lot of that had to do with Matt Klentak. But now it's starting to look good. I mean, this lineup is deep. It's dangerous. Like the other night when they were playing Urias, they had Schwarber batting 7th.
Yeah,
I
saw that. Well, against the lefty, that's why.
Yeah, I know. But think about that. Like you got Kyle Schwarber batting 7th. That's a pretty deep lineup.
It is. It's a monster. You're right. It's a big lineup. Deep. I wonder. And then you look at, and you got wheels up. I mean,
Noel's been pitching well. Hopefully Suarez he pitched very well the other night against the Dodgers. Hopefully he's kind of getting back into form.
That Clevenger tonight.
Yeah.
He's
not as good as he was in Cleveland.
No.
But still has dominant stuff.
He was hurt, though.
Yeah, he's dealt with injuries.
Yeah. So, we'll see. Rake the Clevenger.
Hey, back home. That'd be nice.
They torture. Everybody torture. Every team tortures.
Yeah.
Torture. Jay, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Jay.
What's going on, Gargano?
What's going on, Jay?
Long-time listener, first-time calling.
Welcome. You refer to me as Anthony.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, buddy.
So I heard your son's going to Cal Ripken, but isn't going to Cal Ripken anymore.
He's not now, unfortunately.
That's sad. That's very sad. I actually played with one of your friends, Mr. Steve Numatawalo.
Who'd you play with?
Mr. Numatawalo's son, Selby.
Oh, get out. That's awesome.
Yeah, we played, 10, 11, 12 years old. We went down to the Cosmo Stadium, and that's very unfortunate for your son because, he'll have plenty of time, but...
Yeah, he'll get there. That's fantastic, though, Jay.
I saw like a real professional baseball player there, and I hope he gets out there one day.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, brother.
But one other thing about the Sixers.
Yes.
If you can get Beal. But it's all about that bench for me because that bench didn't do anything for us in the playoffs. I think you keep Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed and Baxter as your back end bench players and see if Doc can develop them. And then you got to get rid of Cork Miles, Milton, and everybody else and just revamp that bench.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree with you. I think, and that, thanks, buddy. You're going to, I think you're right. I think you're going to have to figure out, and look, see what Isaiah Joe can be. You're going to keep him. You'll keep Reed. You'll keep Springer. You hope Springer can play a little bit, right? He's probably going to have to grow a little bit, and you're going to have to, listen, here's
Springer was a total, like a project. He
when you
couldn't
knew it.
shoot at all,
right?
Really in college, Maxey couldn't,
right? But here's the thing: as far as winning is concerned,
right?
You're going to win with your top 7 rotation. That's the truth of the matter. So what you got to hope for is if you're able to pull a Beal out of your hat, you know what that does? That gets the ring chasers around.
Yes.
Then the ring chasers come in. And that's what you got to hope for.
Yeah, those vet minimum deals, one of the Mars twins we've been talking about.
Right.
That would be nice.
If you get LeBron.
Hey.
Better minimum.
I've been wanting them.
I know.
I
LeBron to play the 4.
I have the plan. Well, no,
how about that?
He takes a max slot up. That's the problem.
No, I know.
I have the LeBron plan, man. He comes to Philly, wins the title.
I was just talking about he comes in for the veteran minimum.
Comes to Philly, wins the title. Next year, he plays for the Cavs for 1 year just so he can do the return home to Cleveland.
Right.
And in the following year, he plays wherever Bronny gets drafted. It's the LeBron plan.
Okay.
He just hasn't heard it yet.
Yeah, you hold your breath on that one, my brother.
I'm still waiting to get to his representation, which is Clutch Sports.
Yeah, because they're so. Yeah,
They just signed Ty Lue, by the way. Ty Lue is now a member of Clutch.
Could you imagine Simmons goes there? How would he fit?
You wouldn't.
And yet they're talking about it.
LeBron will take him under his wing, man. That's his guy.
Send him the bottle to kill for his birthday.
LeBron's also not the smartest GM.
No, he's not.
Remember, the report was that he got angry at Jeannie Buss and the rest of the Lakers organization for not trading Russell Westbrook to the Rockets to get John Wall. Like, yo, dude, what are you doing? It's the same player.
Dude, have you been watching Winning Time?
I have not.
Dude, yeah,
I know I need to.
Here's something, right? Because now we're going to be coming into a very dead period of sports. Where,
yes.
We just have our baseball. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I've been locked in on Better Call Saul, which is what kind of has taken over my my time to watch TV.
Right.
But that's almost done, and then I have to watch Ozark. I'll probably do like a toss-up between Ozark and Winning Time. Go back and forth a little bit.
It's amazing. It'd be truly amazing. And what's amazing is the Sixers are all over.
Yeah.
What I want to do bad is I want to do a football one. I came up with 3 storylines.
Okay.
4 if you count a local one. So here would be the 4 plots for a Winning Time NFL version. You ready? Cowboys of the 90s.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Like you got that whole, you remember?
Dion.
Right.
Yeah.
And the White House, you know, all that stuff that went on, right? Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
That's one of them.
And then it works because of, the Eagles. Like the Eagles would be all over that one, just like the Sixers, as you said, are all over Winning Time.
Right. Then you could do, the other ones I had was a Steelers one. The Steelers of the 70s and that period.
Terry Bradshaw.
I mean, that would be a great series. I had it all worked out, too. A friend of mine, his dad served in Vietnam War. He's from Pittsburgh, Ryan Rankin, our beer guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Coach Ryan.
Hilarious snort.
Right. So Ryan's dad was the hero. It was amazing. He would go out and rescue POWs.
Wow.
He was in Vietnam, and they would be in armored tanks trying to rescue POWs.
All right, thank you for your service.
Right? So what a great man he is. So you have a guy like him come back to Pittsburgh after serving in the war. And he's in a bar one night. And, and this is a true story. He has a beer and a shot. And the bartender, the owner, can't serve him. Here's a guy who just rescued, got the Purple Heart, and they couldn't serve him a beer and a shot. So they put it down at the end of the bar. They go, if you drink it, so be it, type of thing, right? He hears the music. Dun, 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 dun. He looks up. He goes, what's that? That's Monday Night Football. He didn't know because he was in Vietnam.
Okay.
And then from there, it's the Steeler dynasty through the eyes of this Vietnam vet. It's pretty good, no?
I like it.
And then I'll just give you one more, the local one. And I think this would be a great one. It's local, but it would be amazing. It's Buddy Ryan.
Yeah.
It's the strike year. Right? You have a strong labor town like Philadelphia, hard scrabble. It's Buddy Ryan, that whole season, all those characters.
That's awesome.
That would be a great Winning Time type of scene. Wouldn't that be incredible?
Yes, I'd be in on that. By Anthony Gargano. Your next project.
Oh, let's go, my man, GB Jr. G-Bags Jr. What are you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up? How's everything,
What
man?
are you doing, buddy? What's going on, man?
I'm living, man. I'm living. You know, I'm doing with the little. Well, I don't even claim it no more because thank God I've been doing good with life with the MS and everything like that. But
God bless you.
I've been holding it down. But I went to go visit Big Gene this weekend.
Oh, you did? How's Big G-Bags doing?
He's good. He's he's out there at Gaston College from the athletic director out there. He wants to get back into the league. I know he wanted.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But he's coming this summer. We're doing a basketball life clinic for the kids. I'm going to come talk to the kids about, life and basketball for a second. It's going to be in August.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I had to call to let you know that, you know what James Harden is? James Harden is a real good six-man.
Six-man?
Yeah, he's a six-man. Because that's what he came in the league as, a six-man.
No, man, he can't be a six-man.
I mean, I know he can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this how his whole persona, how he plays the basketball.
Yeah, well.
You can't depend on him, man. I'm just being real with you. I don't got no beef against him. I think
Right.
he's a hell of a person, but he's really like a superstar big man. I mean, six man.
I don't know about that, G.
I know you don't want to hear.
I don't want to hear that one, brother. I can't hear that, G-Bags Jr.
It's the truth. I'm sorry. Sorry for hurting everybody's feelings. That's my personal opinion. But if you line up everything through the years he played and how he came in as being a six man, that's what he is.
All right. I don't know about that, but I hear you, G. As long as you're doing well, that's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? You take care of yourself, and you tell Dad, and keep us posted about August, all right?
I will. Thank you.
All right, buddy. You got it. Oh, here it is. We're back in the deal zone. Oh, my God. I can't handle it, Judas. Just send me the football.
Windy is checked.
Oh, no. Not Windy. It's the deal zone. They're starting again. The season's not even, the playoffs aren't even over yet.
Two quotes from Windy.
Oh, come on, Judas.
Ooh, we got to give him his credit. Was all over the Harden thing. Right? He was all over Harden. Two quotes I want to read you. One, I promise you that Daryl Morey has big plans to acquire another star. That's quote number one. Number two, I think the Sixers would be comfortable with Doc Rivers returning, but I don't think it's as open and shut as Daryl wanted him to present it.
Wow.
Because remember the press conference, he goes, no, he'll be back. He's a guy next year.
Really?
Now, we all know that Windy's tied with, LeBron. And the rumors from the very beginning was Doc to the Lakers.
Yes.
Like before the playoffs started, which drove me insane because I'm like, really? We got coaching changing rumors before the playoffs even start. But yeah, Windy checking in.
So Daryl Morey's got big plans to acquire another star.
Yes. And the door is not totally shut on Doc not.
Dude, you're giving me deal zone.
Wind gust.
Yeah, but you got to do the Cliff Lee one.
Oh, man.
No, man. Come on, man.
I got to give him credit.
For what? What are you giving credit for? That hasn't happened yet. I can't believe... We're not back in the deal zone. Come on. Stop it. It's football season. Boys. Come on, man. Stop. You can't do this to me today. There's no way I could be back in the deal zone this quick. The Eastern Conference semifinals start tonight. The conference finals start tonight, and you got Windy giving reports.
I've heard a pretty big rumor, bro.
Oh, my God. David, get me out of this madness, David.
What's going on, my man? Long time, no call.
Where you been, brother?
Well, I work in education, so you're on when I'm in school. So we just have testing today. So
I said, let me give the brother a call, see how everything's going.
I miss you, buddy. You good now? Everything good?
Yeah, and plus I stayed away during the Ben Simmons drama because you talk to so many people you don't recall. One of my best friends was security for Tobias and Matisse up until this year for like 2 years. So I saw this coming. When it happened, I was like, he said, I told you. I said, you're right. Yeah, trust me, I've got stories for days, right? But anyway, I had 2 quick ideas I want to throw by you about the Sixers. One was after watching everything else happen and, Phoenix lose and Milwaukee lose, I remember watching some of that Sixers game, and I thought to myself, I wonder, with everything that they've gone through this year, was this a team that was just as emotionally spent as they were just playing bad? Am I making any sense?
Yes.
It seems like that's why I felt watching Game 6. I was like, because I was even wondering.
I can see Joe being that way.
Well, the whole team went through the drama, though. Everybody went through the drama. And even the trade, you traded away a guy that they had bonded with, and Seth and Andre, and then you bring James here. Now he's trying to fit in. Then you still got Ben up the road in New Jersey, in Brooklyn. So in my mind, when I was watching, I kept saying, like, yo, these dudes are done. They have nothing to offer. Like, it just hit them like a brick wall.
Well, you know what's weird, though? I hear you, except this. Like, you play a great game in Game 4. Like, when Joe comes back and they win Game 3 and Game 4, that is, that would make more sense that, you win the series and then you flame out in the conference finals against Boston. Not that you have all the momentum in the world and then all of a sudden you start playing disinterested and no focus.
But see, to me, I didn't think they had the momentum. When I watched the games, I was just like, we won, but that was as much as.
Oh, come on, bro.
Back.
Game 4, I mean, was tremendous.
Well, no, it was, but to me, when I was watching it, it was as much Joel being back. So I didn't, and so for me as a Sixers fan, I wasn't beat down and upset because I was like, first of all, they're right. They've only had this team together for a month and a half, 2 months. But I have a thought process I would love to hear what you think about.
What you got?
When it comes, I'm a huge Joel Embiid guy. But as I was watching the team go through him, I suddenly realized that having to go through that big man, I think Brian Westbrook said it on Mike's show last week, that it would be difficult to win. And I'm thinking Joe, to me, is a 2010 guy the moment he steps on the court. And I was thinking to myself, if I was the coach this year, I would come to Joe and say, this is what we want to do. Let's do something different. Get your Defensive Player of the Year award. Focus on average 15 rebounds, 3 block shots. Make them remember who you are on defense because you're going to get 22, 23 a night anyway. And I'm wondering if they focus their offense more on a perimeter attack and made Joe their weapon as opposed to making Joe everything. I wonder if they would actually do better against some of the premier teams. I just want to hear your thought on it.
Yeah, and good stuff, Dave. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I listen, I get what B. West is trying to say, except he's not a big man. Like, he's more unicorn. He's got more Kevin Garnett in him than he does Shaquille O'Neal. Now, the one issue is, and this I think makes a lot of sense, and this is probably what B. West was meant, I didn't hear it, is that when you got Embiid on the perimeter, like, which is where he likes to be, it does, in that situation, you needed him. I thought you needed to go down low a little bit. But Joe's not your typical, face the basket kind of star that most guys have because he's 7'2". But he's always been a perimeter guy. Like, he's always been going to much more comfortable facing the basket.
Yeah, I mean, that's been going back since his rookie.
And I already think he's a great defensive player. I mean, he gets you 12 boards, 3 blocks now.
If he doesn't have a fractured orbital bone, he could also be a little bit more tough down low. Remember in game 5, he got hit in the face?
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to try to defend another shot down low. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He got smacked in the face that is fractured.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
I don't, again, I think, listen, do I want him to be down low a little more? Yeah, especially if you're going to play that kind of defense. He's got to go down, and they got to work on that a little bit. But, Beal is going to spread the floor, and that's going to, again, if Harden plays better, they have a better chance to win. They could win. I still think if Embiid's completely healthy,
They win.
They win.
Yeah, if he starts...
He played the first two games.
If he starts the series, they win in 6 games. I just checked the poll. I'll give it to you on the side. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be. About Daryl Morey and the people have faith in him.
All right, well, let's talk about it, because I started the show. We're talking about Morey and whether or not you have faith. Curious where you guys stand on this thing. First time in I don't know how many weeks, we actually have completely open lines if you want to join us. 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. I can't believe we're back in this deal zone. This is amazing to me. Beal, Windy, I mean, these guys just don't even go away. It's unbelievable. And then the other thing is this. Am I kidding myself when I told you about the text I received regarding Jalen Hurts? Now, I know I'm going to try to convince myself that he can be the quarterback, like a throwing quarterback. And if that's the case, they can win a division. Forget about MVP. That's ridiculous. Let him just be a good throwing quarterback with his legs, and he can throw the football, and his leadership, they could win the division. I got that all for one text. Now, I don't know. I'm going to try to make myself believe it, I think. I'm curious if I'm yet making another mistake. Listen, you tried all the usual weight loss gimmicks. Counted points. You ate nothing but protein. No carbs. Drank nothing but shakes. And, look, none of it's worked. Do yourself a favor. Call NJ Diet. NJ Diet is 855-5NJ-DIET, and that can change all of it. With NJ Diet, you can lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40-plus pounds in only 40 days. Their program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. You're not sure you can do it alone? NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored to make sure that you're burning fat, not just losing water. You'll get the doctor's personal email, phone number. NJ Diet's all natural. No shots, no hormones, no surgery, no dreaded prepackaged foods. Locations close by Newark, Delaware, Cherry Hill, King of Prussia. From home, live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET. Log on to NJDiet.com. Go to NJDiet.com. Lose the weight for good.
Fanatic Sports Update.
A series with the Padres. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, Philly's original law firm for injured workers. Schedule a free consultation today at PAWorkInjury.com. The Phillies begin a 3-game series with the San Diego Padres tonight. First pitch will be at 6:45. Bryce Harper was named the National League Player of the Week last week. That's the 7th time in his career, the reigning National League MVP. This update is also brought to you by the Jamaica Tourist Board. The weather right now in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com and learn more. Let's go. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
What if you could build a 6-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a 6-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author and star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollars saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Baby Boomer Dilemma, at 1-800-451-8989. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you'll get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. So don't delay. Call right now, 1-800-451-8989. That's 1-800-451-8989, 1-800-451-8989.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand, kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you. The customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers. Want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers. Searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Connecticut School of Broadcasting is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I'm Taylor Morgan, a proud CSB grad. The instruction from true media pros and the connections that I made spawned a career that's lasted more than 30 years. What you can learn in just 2 to 4 months at CSB Media Arts Center can set you on a whole new path. Train on site or online with classes in radio, TV, podcasting, video, all that is media. There's a campus in nearby Cherry Hill. Get your start. Visit GoCSB.com.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rob Jenners, and I am a graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, which is now the CSB Media Arts Center. I've been living my dream in radio, production, and sports broadcasting for 20 years now, thanks to CSB with the nation's most successful sports broadcasting program. We're talking sports talk, play-by-play, color commentary, get trained and get coached by the pros in just 8 to 16 weeks with a campus nearby in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. CSB Media Arts Center. Visit GoCSB.com.
And now a small business setback, delivered by a kind French stranger.
Monsieur, there was an accident. The windshield of your catering van is, how do you say, kaput? But Progressive has an extensive network of repair shops. Now, we sing about the old days. Brave marin revient de guerre.
When things go wrong with your small business, it's comforting to know you have Progressive Commercial. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Croissance for everyone.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
Lawn and Golf Supply Company is the area's most recommended service center for all outdoor power equipment needs. They are the experts with over 80 years of providing the best service at the best price. Spring is here, and Lawn and Golf will keep your equipment running strong all season long. Whether you need service on your riding mower, chainsaw, tractor, power washer, or generator, Lawn and Golf has you covered. Ask about pickup and delivery for service equipment when you call. Check them out at lawn-golf.com. Lawn and Golf Supply Company. Everything turf.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get access. Well, not anymore, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide with deals like our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month and no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for $249, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Your happiest spring starts with Lowe's. Get those outdoor gatherings ready with our South Haven 2-piece conversation set at a special value. Was $528, now $448. Then get the cookout going with our Charbroil Performance Black 4-burner gas grill at a special value. Was $249, now $199. Create a season full of togetherness and make spring sizzle at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, valid 5/12 through 5/18.
Did you know that shapes have sounds? This is the sound of a square. Because it's Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef served up on those hot and juicy hamburgers. And this is the sound of a circle. Not the Arctic Circle, but a circle of frozen beef that's flash frozen somewhere else. And this is the sound of a triangle. Anyway, when you want hot and juicy hamburgers, go for the square at Wendy's. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. So help safeguard your small business with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
So, it's 1 o'clock. Happy 1 o'clock. I got to share with you this. So, you said the Windy report. Windy reported that that Doc Rivers is not as open and shut as it appears.
Yes, because remember, Daryl on Friday was asked, is Doc Rivers the head coach next year? And he said yes. Just yes, he's the head coach next year.
So, Windy, of all people, would certainly know about the Lakers.
Correct.
So, I ran it by somebody that, would know. And and again, this is more conjecture. This is not a report. So I'm not reporting anything. I just ran Windy's report by someone I trust who said, I wouldn't be surprised if Doc went to the Lakers for a second-round pick.
Oh, wow, via trade. Okay. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, again, it wasn't a whole thing. It was just one of those, hey, you never know type of things.
Right.
But it was based off of the Windy report.
And remember, before the playoffs even started,
there was Lakers stuff.
It was right after they fired their head coach that Doc Rivers was a candidate.
Right. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you want... Now, remember all those other reports, too, about how players didn't like Doc, and where did all that come from?
Well, that guy, yeah, I mean, it was something about... it wasn't about playing time. Or it was about playing time. And I'm like, well, that could have been a young player. Like, that could have been Paul Reed, for all I know. Right? Like, Paul Reed could have been like, oh, man, I'm not happy with my playing time. And so then the guy says it in his podcast.
So, let me ask you a question.
And then Amari Stoudemire says on ESPN the other day that James Harden played poorly on purpose.
Yeah, how about that nonsense?
To get Doc Rivers out. Which come on, dude.
I mean, that's insane. But let me ask you a question. If it is worked out that he's gone, because look, there's no way they were going to fire him because he's got all that time left on his deal.
Right, he's got 3 years left, and they just finished paying off Brett Brown's contract, as the bro pointed out the other day. They're going to do that all over again?
I mean, not for none, dude. I can't believe that. But can it be orchestrated that he goes to L.A.? How would you feel if he's out?
I wouldn't lose sleep.
Would you celebrate? Would you pop a bottle? Maybe not a champagne bottle.
I wouldn't pop a bottle.
But would you pop an IPA?
I wouldn't pop
or a Heineken.
Yeah, I guess a Heineken. I would. Because here's the deal. For everybody that got on him for starting DeAndre Jordan, okay, my question is, all right, who would you rather have started? Okay, the answer would have been Paul Reed. Paul Reed picked up 5 fouls in 13 minutes in game one. So if he's got 2 fouls in 5 minutes, you know who's going to be coming in to play backup center minutes? DeAndre Jordan. So it really didn't matter who started, who was coming off the bench. He would have still had to have played DeAndre Jordan for those first 2 games of that series.
Right.
That's not... The only thing I'll fault Doc Rivers for is not playing Paul Reed earlier in the season to get more experience. But then I will remind myself and everybody that Andre Drummond was the backup center. So when was Paul Reed going to play the first 60 games of the season? He wasn't, unless Embiid was out and he was backing up Andre Drummond. So I don't know when he would have gotten better during the regular season when there wasn't a chance for him to play.
Right.
Like I'm not a Doc hater. Do I think he's an overrated head coach? I do. I mean, they put him on the list of the top 15 head coaches of all time. When I could make the case that the Celtics are the most overrated quote unquote dynasty of all time because they only won one time, but they act like they won 5. And Doc Rivers is the head coach of that team.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I think I kind of agree. I think I would be kind of happy if he wasn't back. I just don't think he's a fit either.
I mean,
he doesn't seem.
Is he a fit anywhere? Like that's the thing. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
The 3-1 blown leads. Some of those happen in L.A.
I know
with the Clippers, so it's not like he's going to go out to L.A. and everything's going to be beautiful.
Well, listen, because I talk. I do a show on the weekends that's based out of L.A. and all those L.A. guys, they all go. They don't want Doc. They're like, stay away, Doc. But that Laker franchise is messed up.
Yeah.
Jeannie Buss listened to 4 different people. One day it's Phil Jackson. One day it's Magic. Palinka is still hanging around. One day it's all. She listens to all these different people. But there could be a situation where he goes back there, I guess.
Yeah, and the door's not shut, as the wind gust said. I would be okay. If he left, I would not lose an ounce of sleep. I know there are people that, there was honestly, dude, if they lose in the first round, at least that means Doc Rivers would get fired. Like, there are people that would celebrate it. There would be champagne. Yeah. Like, champagne would have an uptick in sales in Philadelphia if he was to be moved.
What's the poll? You said you had a poll.
Oh, yeah, I have a poll regarding Daryl Morey. And the poll of the day is brought to us by Marvin E. Cain's Heating and Air Conditioning. Marvin E. Cain's Heating and Air Conditioning is open and able to assist you with any emergency service and replacement needs, including installation of air scrubbers and other air quality products. Visit marvinecans.com today. It is on the Midday Count, 975 Middays. The question, do you have faith in Daryl Morey to reshape the Sixers and make them a title contender? It's just a yes or no question. Yes, in Morey we trust. No, what has he won? 53% say yes, 47% say no.
Damn. That's close.
That is close.
That's close. What would the Doc poll be?
Oh, it would be what? What would the question be?
Here's the question.
If he's not back next year, are you okay with it?
Just say you can keep Doc or trade him to the Lakers for a second-round pick.
Oh, it would be 80% trade.
Oh, find out.
All right, I'll put it up. Also, speaking of fire, Doc, and it's funny, Phil Brooks on Twitter just sent me this, but I was about to bring it up to you anyway because I saw Bleacher Report tweet it. Congratulations to Leonard Chen, who graduated at College of Arts and Sciences at Penn. And as he was walking, he had on his phone in big letters for the camera to see, "Fire Doc Rivers."
No, he didn't.
Yes. And, of course, it is now going viral.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Because somebody did it the other day, and they put up Celtics in 6, I think it was. And obviously the Celtics won in 7. So now I'm guessing this is going to become a trend. And Leonard Chen put up "Fire Doc Rivers" on his phone.
You got to be kidding me. That is fantastic.
I'll put up the Doc poll now.
All right, put that one up. I'm curious. Let's go to Anthony. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Ant.
Yeah, Anthony, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. I just had a thought. How about trading Doc to L.A. Lakers and bringing Scotty Brooks in? He used to coach Harden. I always thought he was a decent coach. What do you think about that?
I don't, I don't know about Scotty Brooks. I don't know. To be honest with you, brother, do I get excited? No. I'm with you on Doc. Like, I could do without Doc.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. As far as Scotty Brooks, I don't know if that gets me excited.
I don't know. I just thought Harden maybe would play for the guy. Maybe because he already coached him before. Maybe he knows maybe.
I hear you. I get you.
Maybe try to get to the guy's head and get him to play some. Play some. So I just thought maybe that would help.
Yeah, I don't think the coach matters with Harden. To me, either he wants to win a title or I don't know. I mean, why wouldn't he play?
He just looked like he was into the game. Last game,
I agree with you. Yeah.
I just thought maybe he wasn't paying attention to Doc, obviously. So I just thought maybe Scotty Brooks. He's with him for a month.
Yeah.
Years.
I mean, people talk about D'Antoni for the same reason because he likes him. But I don't think the coach really matters. I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. See Harden. I don't know what happened in Game 5 and 6 with him. I don't know. I don't know what was, and it was just weird. I have no idea. But I don't think it's a coach thing with him.
Yeah, you don't think Scotty wouldn't matter who you have?
Nah, I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I think it's what side of the bed he wakes up on type of thing. That's what it feels like. But I don't know the guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know him either. I just thought, Antonio is too much of a running gun, and we can't do that. So I just thought Scotty Brooks has...
Well, D'Antoni can't... Well, you can't run that offense with...
there's no way. So I just thought Scotty Brooks, he doesn't have that type of offense. It's more of a half-court thing. I think he would be...
I mean, I'd be happy with Sam Cassell.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I like Sam Cassell. I think Sam Cassell is a good... What's that?
He didn't help us much this year.
Well, I don't know how much it was his fault. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I see him on the sideline all the time talking, but there's nothing happening.
Well, he's not the head guy.
Yeah, he's not the head guy.
Your head guy, you got more power.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man. I mean, maybe you feel differently, Jonas, but I look at it and go, I don't think the coach really matters for him.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. He's a strange dude.
Yeah, it is strange. And it is kind of crazy that this Bill Simmons stuff is popping up all of a sudden. The Bradley Beal situation. And that Embiid wanted him from the beginning.
Now, apparently, it's always been Harden, though.
Yeah, I mean, he could be wrong.
It's been Harden for 2 years.
But he said good intel.
But it's been Harden. They've been after Harden. Morey's been after Harden since he got here. And remember this, the Sixers CEO comes from Houston, too.
Yes, he does. Well, that's why in his thing he said the Sixers side, the brass wanted Harden.
Listen, I'm not saying he's wrong. Maybe Joe did want or try to talk Morey into Beal. Maybe that was a possibility, but they've had their sights set on Harden
since last year. Yeah. By the way, I have the Doc Rivers poll up. I have it running till the end of the show tomorrow. 88% would do the trade. 12% say no, give him another shot.
88%?
Yeah, for a second round pick.
88%.
Yeah, they're done with Doc.
Wow. You know what it is?
Like, people were legitimately upset when Daryl Morey on Friday said that he's back. People were upset. Which I can't blame anyone. I wasn't doing cartwheels when I heard he was coming back.
Yeah, but it's more personality conflict. I think it's at least that's half of it. The other half of it, again, the Father's Day last year, and then Game 5 and Game 6, and they don't show up. So when you're dealing with those two, it's like, all right, well, good riddance, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would miss it. Now, I already got a tweet from Bobby. If they move on from Doc, what about Jay Wright?
No.
He's retired. He's done.
No, Jay does not want... Listen, they would love... Everybody would love... Jay would already be... If Jay had any interest in being the coach of the Sixers, he would have already been here before. Trust me. He doesn't. He did not wanted to coach the NBA. He did not want to coach the NBA. He would have been here. Listen, I would have loved for him to have been here. When they got rid of Brett Brown, he would have been the guy. If he says, I'm in, that would have happened 5 years ago. John, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, John.
Hey, guys. Good show today. I would give Doc Rivers away because he's the reason I think the Sixers have gone down the tubes the last 2 years.
You think you really put all the blame on him?
Well, not all the blame, but they couldn't win one home game last year against Atlanta, right? They just seem to die. They're not playing with passion that you need to win in the playoffs. And then they had the cameras on him, and he's begging the guys to come on. Don't you want it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not the answer. I mean, I don't think he pushes his guys enough. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think he makes a difference in the long run. Honestly, I don't think he makes a difference. But I hear you. Like, I would agree with you that if he doesn't come back, I'm not. If they move on and they decide to trade him, because they're not going to fire him. If they would try to if they trade him, then it's like, hey, I'm not. I'm happy. It's like just go away. Because there is a part of you that looks at him and goes, dude, you've been around it's too long, man.
Yeah, I mean, not one home game last year against Atlanta. Not one. They couldn't take the
now, I mean, he did deal with Simmons. I mean, in fairness, you got to deal with Simmons, and then this year Harden. But I agree with you. Ultimately, I wouldn't miss him.
And then Mark Jackson had a good point on the post-game show there.
What's that?
Where he said they lack a dog. And
yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
They lack it. I mean, and Tobias Harris isn't a dog. As much as he seems like a great guy, but he's not a dog, and he's way overpaid.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're 100% right. I agree with you.
I don't know why they couldn't keep what's his name from Miami. Why couldn't they keep him?
Okay, so the story is, I'll give it to you one more time. So the story goes like this, Johnny. They had Jimmy, deal was done. Brett was uncomfortable with Jimmy, Brett Brown. They did not. He didn't want to. There was a lot of talk. He went to ownership. They didn't want. They didn't get along. He tried to mutiny, and so they moved on from Jimmy. And then Tobias, his dad, who was his agent, said, "Look, he played him like, listen, you're going to get rid of. You're not going to get rid of both of us. So we got other offers. You got to get us a max." And
right.
That's how the story went.
Poor decision there. It's horrible. Anyway, real quick with the Phillies. Why don't you trade Reese Hoskins and try to get a middle relief guy? A guy that can give you 2 or 3 innings in the middle.
You better get more than that.
Well, yeah.
You got to get more than that, brother. Come on,
I
man.
agree.
Yeah, come on.
You want to trade him for a reliever?
Chad Durbin?
I mean,
Could you imagine 40 home run hitter for, I don't know, Chad Durbin?
Listen.
Jeff Geary?
Could they possibly trade Reese? I guess. I mean, if you're going to get a starter, and a good starter, then I guess that would be a move to make. But I'm in no hurry to trade that power. And if you trade that power, you got to get something substantial in return.
Cedric Mullins.
Yeah.
Cedric Mullins.
I love Cedric Mullins. Here's the other thing about Cedric Mullins.
Right away, lead off, it's over.
Here's the other thing. He's got pop, too. They're not going to hit 40 home runs.
He hit 30 last year.
But, yes, he's got good pop. And in this ballpark.
Yes.
And he's a legit center fielder. He's a good ball player, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, that trade would make sense.
Right. And listen, it's a universal DH now, but American League got the DH. Well, obviously it's universal now, but and it's the Orioles, right? So I know they got Mountcastle, right? And they got some other
Santander.
Yeah, some other guys with pop, but you could fit him into the lineup. Reese.
Fit him in.
Reese, yeah.
Yeah. No, on my point of Mancini.
Yeah.
They got guys. Reese is their best power hitter. He goes there.
Yeah, that would be that's my wish list.
It's a shame they don't have any arms. Like the snaring arm.
Probably somewhere in the farm system.
It's that kid Bradish.
How about the Orioles?
He got a live arm. We got hit around last night, but he's got a live arm.
Like, at least the Marlins always have decent ball players. The Orioles are just trash.
They have nothing. Their farm system. Oh, I guess who was over there too?
McPhail.
Your boy. That's right. All right, sit tight. One more segment to hang on this. Today's Tuesday. The start of the conference finals. How about this, right? So, because it started Eastern Conference Finals, the Bet Parks app has an incredible odds boost. Yeah, it's because our squad's out. They don't stop. Here you go. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. Heat, 1.5-point favor over the Celtics. And the Bet Parks app has this odds boost. One player will score over 30 points in Game 1 tonight and get odds boost of plus 100. That's even money. Bet that one player will score over 30. Go to the app or betparks.com for the odds boost for tonight's game. Again, it's really simple. You get even money on this odds boost. You bet one player. Could be Jimmy, probably both Jimmy and Tatum or Jaylen Brown. You know, you got plenty of guys that could score 30 right there. You got 3 guys. If one of them scores over 30 in Game 1 tonight, and you get the odds boost plus 100, that's even money. You don't need to pick the player or the team or the number of points. The bet is that one player will score over 30 tonight, and your odds are plus 100, which is even money. Website's got all the terms and conditions and restrictions apply. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
3 with the Padres. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Jamaica Tourist Board. The weather right now in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com to learn more. Let's go. The Phillies coming off of their series win with the Dodgers. They took 3 of 4, begin a 3-game series with the San Diego Padres today. Game 1 tonight, 6:45. Mike Clevenger gets the start for the Padres. Still to be determined for the Phillies. Phillies currently 17-18 on the season. Bryce Harper was named the National League Player of the Week last week. That's the 7th time he's earned that honor in his career. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage headquarters. At Wawa Siptopia, every sip is a quick trip to your happy place. Relax and lose yourself in a delicious smoothie or creamy milkshake. Recharge on the go with a new frozen coffee or frozen refresher. No matter what your favorite beverage is, here's your chance to indulge. So whether you like it hot, frozen, fruity, or caffeinated, Wawa Siptopia awaits. See store for details.
Everyone's been talking about the new Wawa burgers.
Yo, got some burgers! Yeah!
But ever since you showed up with the smoky barbecue bacon cheeseburger, the Chipotle charged Southwest burger, and the incredibly delicious nacho cheeseburger, no one said a word.
Yo, this is so good.
Tonight, we discover the next burger sensation. Tonight, we Wawa.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a six-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author and star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollars saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Baby Boomer Dilemma, at 1-800-451-8989. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you'll get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. So don't delay. Call right now, 1-800-451-8989. That's 1-800-451-8989, 1-800-451-8989.
Virtua Health is here. Here for you in all the moments that matter. Because they all matter. Here to be your trusted healthcare partner. From the simple to the serious, we ensure you can feel your best and live your life to the fullest. Find a Virtua physician at virtua.org. Virtua Health. Here for good.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you have to drive 300 miles to your cousin's wedding. Okay, so it's his fourth. But you know what they say, fourth time's the charm. Well, here's the problem. Your tires are as bald as I am. But lucky for you, eBay Motors has tires for just about every make and model. Plus wheels, lug nuts, jack stands, and more. 122 million parts. Do they have tissues? Oh, good, because I'm definitely a crier. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Your happiest spring starts with Lowe's, and it all starts with making your yard happy. Give it a healthy foundation with your favorite color of premium mulch at the new lower price of just $2.98. And with a special value on our Ego Power Plus 15-inch string trimmer, you save $20. Was $199, now $179. Make your yard shine this spring and create a season full of happiness. Lowe's, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, valid 5/12 through 5/18. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
At CSL Plasma, you can make up to $825 this month when you donate plasma at any of CSL Plasma's tri-state area donation centers. That's money in your pocket for doing a good deed. Plasma donations help create therapies to treat patients with rare and serious diseases, and the process is similar to donating blood. For locations and info on how you can donate plasma and earn up to $825 this month, visit cslplasma.com. Walk-ins are welcome. CSL Plasma, good for you. Great for life.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. So help safeguard your small business with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Bring your squad to root on our squad. With groups of 25 or more, you'll enjoy ticket discounts and perks at CBP. Gather your friends, family, and coworkers and make your next group outing a Phil's game. Learn more at phillies.com/group tickets.
It's way too nice outside to be eating dinner at home. Instead, take the family out to BJ Willihan's tonight. Great wings, burgers, crab cake sandwiches, craft beers. Oh, I'm hungry. You too? Let's meet at our local BJ's.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
What a crazy day. 1:30 across the Delaware Valley. Are you going to watch tonight? Heat Boston?
Maybe I'll have it on the laptop. I'll go Phillies tonight, 6:45.
Yeah, I'm saying you're going to watch the basketball at all.
Yeah, I'm not totally checked out. I'm not like last year sucked.
Yeah.
This year sucks too. Don't get me wrong, but that was different. That was game 7.
Was it different?
Yeah, you had an 18-point lead. Or was it 28? Get the two mixed up.
Yeah.
Either or, bad, and you blew it, and then everything just changed. So last year sucked. This year sucks. Don't get me wrong, but like last year, I felt more pain.
You felt more pain last year?
Yeah. This was just a scab that got ripped off.
I go Kawhi, number one. Of process pain?
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Kawhi 1. I would go this year 2.
Really?
Well.
No, I go last year more than this year. There's no way they should not have won that series.
Yeah, I agree. But
listen, they were the underdog going into this series, so
yeah,
I thought they matched up well. There was no way they should have lost that series.
I don't know. You know what it is?
No excuse. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No excuse. Not even Ben Simmons having 0 offensive game. There's no excuse they lost that series.
But there was still the Hawks,
Yeah, which makes it worse.
I know.
The fact that it was the Hawks.
The fact that that was just Game 7.
They had a 28 and an 18-point lead in 2 different games.
Dude, when they win that Friday, you're right. I guess you're right. When they lose, because here's the thing. They go back to Atlanta and win.
Yeah, I was in Colorado at the time. Remember, I was watching at the wedding.
Like, how does that happen? How do you go?
Because you're the better team. That's how you go out there and win.
I mean,
and then they just lost in 7 and had a lead.
That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nicky, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Nick.
Gentlemen, I need to get through this.
Give me your process pain.
Dude, there's no question. It's Kawhi, and I'm going to invert the ones you said. Kawhi, games, Father's Day. Dude, Father's Day is Bloody Sunday. It's like the Bloody Sunday. And that was insane, man.
I know.
Look, when you gave up,
but this was still bad, though. Like, you come back and tie the series.
I'm not saying it wasn't bad. What I'm saying,
you guys are right. I agree.
Yeah, it's close, but
I agree.
That Father's Day was unheard. I mean, you're home.
Yeah, I
you're
agree.
Number 1 seed, and you're like, and we had the lead with like 2.5 minutes to go. When they gave up the lead, they were down by 1. Then it was a bad possession. They went down by 3. Then another bad possession. They went down by 5.
Right.
And in 250 seconds, the whole like our whole mood was like they took our baby from us.
Yeah.
It was like so. Oh, by the way, my wife said she loved. I showed a YouTube snippet this morning of you and Johnny talking about the Goots.
Can you believe that? I got to take a picture. I wonder if
the Goots, man.
I wonder if I have a picture on my phone to show you guys how bad he looks.
She said. He said you don't mess with Goots Johnson.
You can't mess with the poor Goots Johnson.
No, that's muy mal, man. No bueno.
That's it's a sin.
Right, however, whatever language you want to use.
That's a sin. I know, Nicky. No good.
Ben, I would have gave Ben Simmons up for brand new basketballs and brand new rims and nets at Wells Fargo. That's right. That was the move on. Now, when Beal gets hurt, if they were still willing to make the trade, I needed Ben out this year. So if you said, Beal gets hurt and the Ben Simmons trade's not going to happen until next year, you would have to wait. I would say, no, never mind. I'll take the Hassa in the fat suit. But if I could have got a broken Beal and send Ben on his way.
I remember us talking about broken Beal. Nicky, good stuff, brother. Thank you, buddy. But I remember us talking broken Beal and whether or not we wanted broken Beal. And the consensus was yes.
Yeah, everybody was taking him. We just had other people had different orders as to who they wanted as number 1.
Yeah.
But everybody would have been. I would have waited the year. I would have. I wanted Harden. Like that was the guy I wanted. But if my secondary option was, hey, you have to wait till next year, but you have Bradley Beal in your pocket, yeah, I would take that in Harden.
Let me ask you a question. Right now, Beal or Harden going for next year?
Beal.
But you got to keep Tobias.
Beal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tobias didn't hurt you.
Right.
So, Beal.
Yeah.
Beal. And then, because you're, like you said, you get Beal. You get Beal here. You start getting all those vet minimums and stuff.
Oh, my God. How could they get Beal? They're going to get Beal for the... Why would Washington do that?
Does Washington know what they're doing in general?
Yeah, but come on. Seriously, you can't make that trade. If you're Washington.
No, especially because they have Porzingis now.
Right.
So Tobias and Porzingis makes no sense.
None at all. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, I don't know. Again, this wasn't a Windy one. The Windy said that Morey's going to do
Bill
something
Simmons. Big. He said if he were to put money down, if he could bet on a trade, he would bet on Bradley Beal's signing trade to come to Philadelphia. This after he reported back in March, after the trade deadline, that Embiid wanted Beal over Harden. Not like after Game 6, he said, oh, by the way, Embiid always wanted Beal more. No, he said that following the trade deadline that Embiid wanted Beal.
Yes. All right. Let's go to John. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. John.
Cuz, how you doing tonight?
What's going on, John?
I'm doing all right. You just brought up what I wanted to talk about.
What's that, buddy?
Why would Washington do a deal like that? Look at their front line. They have the Unicorn, they have Kuzma, and Kentavious Pope as their forwards. Where would Tobias fit in there?
He's not. You got to do a three-way deal.
Right. And then look at their guards. They got Tom Stantorowski and the original Shake Milton, Ish Smith.
Right. No, John, you're right. You're 100% right.
So if they're going to trade, they need guards. We don't have that. So how do
I agree? Listen, I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I don't see it. Unless Morey's got a miracle waiting to happen, I don't see it.
I mean, you look at a guy like Beal. If I'm not going to go and sign and do a signing trade, why wouldn't I go to a place like Memphis, who has plenty of money under the cap and could still do a signing trade? Give them Brooks and maybe somebody else. Washington would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And
I will say this, just to jump in. Bradley Beal has talked about how much he loves the D.C. area. His family loves the D.C. area.
He said it a million times.
So, but what I'm saying is, why would he not go to Memphis? Well, that might be part of it.
Right, but again, why would he come here? I mean, I know it's a train ride or whatever.
Exactly.
But, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Thanks, John. It doesn't make sense if you're Washington to do that deal.
No, it doesn't. But I was just saying to his point where he said, well, why wouldn't you go to Memphis? Well, he wouldn't go to Memphis because it's far away from where
Dude,
he
in
wants
this
to
day
be.
and age, come on. Memphis, Philadelphia, you go private. You're like the sixth man. You fly private.
But this day and age, the players make the decisions, man.
Well, my point is that I don't think it. I can't see Beal coming. I can't see it.
I don't know how
I just don't know why. I don't know why they would do that. Look at my poor Goots. Now there's cameras. The angle's a weird angle. Can you see? If I put it to the camera
from here. Oh, what, like watching on YouTube? Well, there's a delay. I can kind of see. Hold on.
Look. So look what they did to the poor Goots. Now again, the camera. Look what they did to my boy. This is what they did to my boy, PetSmart. What did you do, my Goots? You see it?
There's a delay on YouTube, so give me a couple more seconds.
Poor Goots, what they did to him. It's terrible. There's another picture with the Johnson, but I don't want to show the Johnson.
Yeah,
on
no,
YouTube.
I'd rather. Yeah, you could keep that one
You
yourself.
know what I mean? I don't want to do that.
Let's see. You're starting to turn your phone. Oh yeah, I could see it. Oh, it's a poor dog.
They butchered him.
Poor dog.
They butchered the Goots. They butchered my dog.
Yeah, that ain't right, man.
It's terrible.
By the way, because I have the YouTube up, maybe remember the shirt. Shout out to our man Paul Carpenter.
Love Paul.
Wearing one of the Paul Carpenter art shirts today.
Paul's the best.
A little Philly Fanatic action with some Philly staples.
Paul's the best. He
work,
is. Let's go to Jay. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Jay. Jay. Jay was going to say it's all Doc Rivers' fault.
So I'm guessing he'd be okay if he went to L.A.
By the way, dude, I can't do this tomorrow. I need a break. I can't go deal zone. I can't do this again. I need a break. I need a break. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, I can't. Now I'm going to be focused on Bradley Beal and Donovan Mitchell. None of them make sense for the next couple months.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I just realized it's 1:40.
Yeah.
We usually take our first call of the day around 10:40, so it's been about 3 hours.
Right.
From when our man Dustin asked to play the song.
I know. I love Dustin, but how could you play the song?
I couldn't.
No, you shouldn't have.
I felt bad, but
listen, you were right. You can't play the song.
About 3 hours from 3 hours ago.
Listen,
he asked to play the song.
You were right. All right? You were correct in what you did.
He was upset, man, because he didn't hang up. He stayed on the line. He was speechless.
Well, I mean, look, there's no song.
No, absolutely not.
Here's my prediction.
Prediction?
It's pain, is for sure. But the only way you play that will okay a song being played is if there's a one of these Morey trades, like a big deal. And that's not going to come till July anyway. Right or wrong?
You mean this?
Well, no.
That Daryl Morey has big, giant plans to acquire another star. Whether he's going to execute it, I don't know. But part of getting that done is going to require Harden to take some sort of pay cut.
What are the names that we're going to be talking heavily about when we get to that time, Wendy?
Well, you're doing a very good job of asking a question that was going to potentially create news if I give you an honest answer. So I'm going to stop just short of that. Philly has dreams and plans, as Daryl Morey does. And, a key factor here is that they have Tobias Harris, who would have value in a possible trade, and they have Tyrese Maxey, who would have value in a possible trade. And you would need a player, potentially near the end of his contract, to come and say, I would like to go play in Philadelphia. Is that something that could happen? Maybe. We'll see. I know that Philly, and Daryl are going to try to make it happen.
Dude, let me tell you something. You know where his head. I didn't hear that piece of it. There was a huge piece what he said.
Maxey.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. That does. I hadn't heard it. I just grabbed it.
Dude, he just said basically Tobias Harris and Maxey for Beal.
Sure, he can't do this again tomorrow.
That's what he just said.
Pretty much, yeah, because
he said Maxey.
A guy at the end of this deal.
Tobias has value. On that team, he doesn't. On Washington, he's not a fit. So, okay, you can do a three-way trade. They do have Porzingis. You know who they would take? They would take Maxey.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to trade
Maxey.
Yeah,
he's become untouchable.
You know, I don't trust him not to trade Maxey. And now I'm worried. I don't want to trade Maxey for Beal. Maxey and Tobias for Beal. Because you know what it's going to do? It'll be Maxey and Tobias for Beal and Kuzma.
But what if it gets you a title?
Are you betting on that?
What, them winning?
Yeah. Because here's the other thing. Do you trust Harden?
Well, no, I can't.
And if they sell Maxey, that's it.
Yeah, your future is kind of gone.
Kind of. The door's shut. You better win it in 2 years or you got nothing. I don't think you could trade Maxey, dude. I don't think you should.
I don't think so.
I think it's a mistake. Listen, you're formidable. You are. But I think it's a mistake. Let's go to, who is this, Sporty?
Sporthy.
Oh, Sporthy. What's happening, Sporthy?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I share the same sentiment that Tyrese Maxey is untouchable. Definitely for that Beal trade. But if you're able to somehow get Lillard, I know the draft lottery is tonight, and who knows what happens in the offseason with the Blazers. That's the one guy I'd give up Maxey for and have like a Lillard,
Dame.
Harden, Embiid. Yeah.
How does Dame and Harden play together?
I mean, I feel like they can make it work. Like, I would still be excited about it. Like right now, I'm not excited. I'm not even watching the playoffs. I don't even care about basketball for the next 6 months after, last
Listen,
week.
I love Dame, too. I don't see. First of all, I don't think he's getting traded. I mean, I think we've been down that road. I don't think it happens. And I don't know how that would work with him and Harden. I really don't. I don't know if I trust Harden. Do you trust Harden, Sporthy?
He's not the same guy, but like, I don't think I don't take him for granted the way other people do. Like, I still look at they're still a good team. They're not like people are acting like they're like a fringe 8 seed or a 9 seed.
No, I don't think anybody's acting like that. I think we're just concerned about what's that, buddy?
He has some bad duds. When he's bad, he's really bad. But he also has those games like in Game 4. I don't know how many guys in the league can do that. And as far as getting assists and orchestrating an offense, I don't at worst he's like a really good Rajon Rondo. Like at worst.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Rondo stinks.
I'm talking about Rondo in his prime. When he
dude, I want nothing to do with that, Sporthy.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that. I disagree with you, brother. I mean, he was great in Game 4 without a doubt. Like, we agree on that. But he was horrible in Game 5 and Game 6.
Yeah, he was terrible. But I do think Maxey's going to be really, really good. And as a third option, I think Harden's a great third option.
All right, buddy.
I have a crazy thing, too, though.
What do you got?
We keep talking about potential trades and Tyrese Maxey bringing him off the bench. I think I don't know how many guys in the top 75 have a sixth man of the year. How about Harden coming off the bench and just being a 2-time sixth man of the year, champion? How about that?
I don't think he wants to do that, Sporth. I can't imagine Harden to be happy coming off the bench.
Second time we got that call today.
I don't see that a little bit. I'm sorry, Sporth. I don't see that. Wow. So, Morey's going to go all in. And we got to pray that Harden is full year, all that stuff.
I don't think he can trade Maxey. He's not.
Dude, the one thing that Wendy says, if I say the name, it'll be news. Unless he's just selling
Yeah, but I'm thinking there's no way.
Snake oil. He sounded like he's got intel.
I know you're not supposed to listen to the fans when you're doing that job.
Dude, he sounds like he's got intel.
I know, but...
And he brought up Maxey because we all know Tobias is not getting you Beal.
Right.
Maxey gets you Beal. And he's going to trade Maxey.
But, dude, there's no...
Because he's going to go, well, I came here to win a title, and this gives us our best chance to win a title. And he's going to that's the trade he makes. And Kuzma and Beal and Joe and Harden. And that's what it's going to be. And they're going to move Maxey. If they get Beal, Maxey's in the deal. I don't see any else a way around it.
That's tomorrow's poll, I guess. I know you want a break, but
I don't know what. Listen, that's what that dude just said.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He just said he brought up Maxey. He doesn't just come up with Maxey out of the blue. And again, if Morey is hell-bent on making some big splash, the only big splash he can make, you're not making that with just Tobias. You're not.
Wow. What's the reaction when that trade happens?
People will hate it.
Well, yeah. And it's not T.J. McConnell, who people love, but he wasn't that talented. It's
here's the thing.
People are comparing him to Iverson.
If it's hard, if I'm getting the Harden from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, I got the Beast, I got Beal, I should be able to win it. Maybe Kuzma, I should be able to win it. But the problem is I don't trust Harden enough.
Right.
Like you're going to go, all
a lot of bread in that basket.
Like you're going to go all in and move your future, and that's what Maxey is, your future. For that kind of trade, dude, I got to tell you, I understand it. I don't want to. I don't want to do it, and I understand it, but I don't want to do it. I'm curious. I think that's where it's. I don't see any other way. Wow. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Jeez, I can't believe it, Eunice. We're back in the deal zone. The conference finals are beginning tonight, and we're back in the same thing. This is the torture zone. We're in the torture zone. Stay tuned. Mikey Miss, the General, and Jen got you next. We love you. Have a great night. We'll see you in the morning.
Fanatic Sports Update.
3 games with the Padres. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools. The Department of Education is proposing regulations that will make it harder for charter schools to open, operate, and grow. Education Secretary Cardona, back off. Paid for by the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools. The Phillies begin a 3-game series with the Padres tonight, coming off of 2 straight series wins, where they took